hold and how it's as an old dwarven city, as an old dwarven stronghold. It was overrun in the demon wars. It was actually the dwarves abandoned and left a garrison of orcs behind. The orcs were then overrun by the demons, very much to the dwarves' disgust. And following that, basically, it was abandoned and then it was resettled. And you heard that there might be still a lot of treasure down there. So you decided to come this way, if I remember correctly. And then in this little trading post down by at the entrance to the Vale, didn't give it a good name, you met a slightly intoxicated dwarf, if I remember, on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And this young, actually old dwarf, dwarven, he was called, was telling you some tales and some stories about the place. Do you remember any of them? Would you like me to show you some?
Against the history, yeah?
Yeah. Especially the second half, the latter day history rather than earlier.
He mentioned something around the helmet of the stars, Bronar's axe, and the hammer of the dead. They could all be here.
There you see somebody who's actually taking some notes. So I'll just share, or I'll just retell you a couple of things here. So
but these are items the dwarves actually want to recover. So if we find them, we probably can't keep them ourselves.
I'll tell you a little bit more about those in a second. But basically, in the final days of the war, around the year 865, and we're in the year 1261, so it's a long time ago, 400 years ago. Basically, there was a big fight, and in that fight, old King Farin Bronar was slain. And that basically panicked the people, because one of the things was when they were trying to bury him in the old crypt of the Dwarven Kings underneath the town, legend has it that the dwarves performing the ritual noticed a demonic taint on the king and fled in absolute panic and ran away. Yeah, far too scared to do anything with the ritual. And that is why, in the end, they ran away very quickly and said to the orcs, "Well, guys, you're in charge. We're off." Slightly flippant. So Dwarven tells you, the guy, the dwarf, he might not be the most reliable source, but that's what he tells you. Now, what you have been told as well, a little bit of background information, was this, I think. Did I tell you this? I might just have to do this like this, so I don't give you too much. So I'm going to do this as a narration. You know where to find it. It's going to be in the chat and on the screen as well. It's a bit fast, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look in the chat. It's easier in the chat. No, it's not. It's collapsed it.
Yeah. I was just about to say that it's a bit small in chat.
All right. Let me take the offending bit out and I'll share the rest with you.
Yeah, I don't think you shared that before. No.
Yeah, let me just take this little bit out here. No, I can't share the whole thing. That's fine. So, share with all, show to all. There we go. You should now see it. These are just quick notes, but I did talk you through the whole thing last time.
Oh, we want a bigger reward than that.
10 gold is huge. I'm normally quite mean to you with your rewards, so don't complain. You complain, you. So, does that make sense? Do you recognize any of this information from, or must be what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
I recognize the insignias, the royal insignias. So
the crown, or the helmet of star silver, as it was called, the axe made its wielder a tower in battle. That's how it was described, and a hammer.
So three items.
Yes.
Yeah.
To calm the curse, the funeral rite needs to be completed. Now, the dwarves were too chicken to do that last time, because they thought there was a demonic taint and they ran away from it, striking 7 hammer blows around the crypt to send the that was loud, to send the ghost to huge. Yeah, and he reckons the crown should be in the throne room. Yeah, but I don't want to share that anymore. So that's enough. That's too much already that I was sharing. I stuck into your quest log a little thing as well. It's basically the same thing I just told you. Okay, so last time you hiked up into the mountains. You were trying to sort of skirt the edge of the veil so the orcs wouldn't see you. You climbed up here by an old ruin of an old smithy, or I think it was something to do with bricks. Wandered around the shore of the Golden Lake, followed the river into the back entrance, essentially, of this palace here, of Tumun Zahar. Okay.
We had a little athletic maneuver to get in there. I remember.
You indeed have an athletic maneuver because you were trying. There's a relatively fast-flowing stream there, and you were trying to basically get in there without being pulled under. So, and I think I abandoned you on this map here. I'll just pull you all across.
Yeah, I remember we weren't on this map.
And you came in. There's this water basically flowing.
Oh,
Yeah, and you basically got a bit wet in the end, but you managed to get onto dry land, onto this old storeroom. And then you also noticed these big cogs here, which were some sort of, how do you best describe it? Yeah, well, some mechanism probably to pull boats or rafts or goods in and out of there without actually just going under. At the southern edge just here, you see some big iron bars blocking the path, but the water runs through it. And my map is slightly simplistic, so forgive my map building skills here.
Are we expected to meet orcs in here and fight them or befriend them?
Well, from the intelligence you have heard, this place will very likely have some orcs in them. What you do with the orcs is up to you. That's your choice.
Yeah. Well, just out of interest, what's our view on orcs in this game?
Discuss it amongst yourself. What's your view on orcs? Now, orcs
I'm just thinking of the sort of history of the different kin.
They are generally considered to be fierce warriors. Some people say that they used to be the servants of the dwarves and elves, but that they betrayed them. Some people say that the nasty dwarves and elves have enslaved them, and they are right to be pushing back against them. Basically, yeah, humans deal with them as they deal with them. There's no preconceived idea there. Elves and dwarves might have a slightly more tense relationship with them, but it depends on the individual as well, especially if we have non-typical dwarves.
I mean, I would say, seeing as they're also a creation of the clay, I would prefer not to shorten their life unnecessarily. But if we are attacked, obviously I am ready to defend myself and this group. So if we're being attacked, obviously there is no choice. Personally.
Indeed. That's your view. Okay, the others? What do you guys say?
Yeah, that all sounds reasonable. No particular objection to them.
I suppose we have had dealings with orcs before, when we had to swap their horn with them.
Yeah, we had our run-ins with orcs.
Intoxicated, weren't they? Yeah. I don't know. Orcs, because of the history of orcs getting deserted by the dwarves and the elves, are they likely to attack us on sight normally? Because we have a dwarf and an elf in the group.
You don't know this particular tribe here, but you know that they have been trading in the trading post that you came through. They have said that the orcs sometimes bring stuff up from the mines and they sell it. Yeah. So there is some trade. They'll probably be surprised, you reckon, if you just turn up here.
Yeah.
But whether they'll be really, really, really aggressive is another question.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you're in this storage place. Do you feel ready to proceed, or do you want to chew the cud a bit more?
I am indeed ready to proceed. I would like to maybe get a look at those cogs. Is the mechanism still workable, or is it still functionally?
Yeah, we
functional?
thought there was maybe a bridge, didn't we? There was
Yeah,
something
maybe
that
find an
maybe
easier
we
way
had to-
out than last time. Yeah.
You reckon with a bit of time and maybe some tools, you might be able to do something to pull yourselves up on there. There are some chains linking those cogs together. But it could be tricky. But there might be other entrances and other exits.
But maybe if we have to make a quick getaway, we should pull the bridge up here. Maybe we can all join together.
There's no real bridge here.
Or
The mechanism that
the
sort of was collapsed under the river. But okay. Yeah, if you try to recover that mechanism, if that's what you meant, basically it's like a walkway along the wall. It's not really a bridge.
Yeah.
It's like a fold-away pedestrian walkway. Die Bürgersteige werden hochgeklappt.
And it is sunk?
It is sort of down the wall, basically. It does seem to be down there, but you're not quite sure. It would probably take a little while to actually get this done. Do you want to investigate it? Do you want to spend the time to actually see whether you can work out how it works?
I mean, what do the others say? It might be.
Quite happy with that.
Looks like some dwarven construction. I'm sure. Feel free to have a look.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, what do the others do while you look around there?
I'd like to look around this area generally, see what all these stuff lying around is.
Yeah, searching the barrels, in the pots and pans and
Now,
stuff.
this must have been here a long, long time. It must have been pilfered a few times as well. Most of the barrels and so on are smashed up. Some of them are really soft because of the moisture here. After a couple of 100 years, the wood is not really usable for much. The only thing you really see that's of some use is some rusted metal cages and some ceramics. But there's nothing recoverable. There's no treasure here as such. Just some vessels you might be able to use for something.
I want to wander over here just to have a look to see have exits and have a listen, see if there's anyone around.
Okay, so we've got you moving that way. We've got the dwarf investigating the mechanism. Have we got anybody joining one of these two parties here?
I'm going to help with the mechanism.
You're going to help with the mechanism?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
go
thinking
with
that's require crafting type stuff. And I'm
All
gonna,
right. And Tadia?
I'll go with Shottle. I'm not really interested in the mechanism. That seems like dwarf stuff.
Boring.
Boring stuff in it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, where shall we start? Let's do the crafting. You're getting embroiled in there. You're having a good look at it and looking what's possible. Who wants to do the crafting role here? I guess it's not our dwarf.
No, definitely. Shalendra should do that.
Oh, Shalendra is just as good at crafting as you.
Oh, is she?
Well, almost.
I've got 5.
Maybe one of you can help the other.
Yeah, well, you're the dwarf, and this is dwarven, so I'm happy to assist you, but I'm assuming that you're gonna have a racial bonus.
No, there's no such thing in this game.
I mean, as in, it was designed by dwarfs. He's gonna, and there's gonna be something inherently dwarfish about the way stuff is put
Well, you
together.
have to remember that this is a very
Natural logic.
atypical dwarf. It's not a dwarf who normally would be doing this sort of stuff.
By socialization, I'm an elf. I'm only dwarf by looks.
My other thought is you're crap
height.
at navigating and scouting, so you're good at crafting.
Yeah, I have the negatives of being a dwarf and the negatives of being an elf. Yes.
My background thought is that if I can help find your inner self, and maybe that's crafting, that'd be good.
go for that. Meditate upon the nature of crafting, the nature of stone and metal and invention and Hugh's work of building up the planet. Right, and I want a roll from you guys. Whoever wants to roll gets an assist from the other person.
Yeah, go for it, matey.
Okay. I will go for it.
I think actually Shalendra is very slightly better at it than you are, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ah,
Yeah.
sorry,
Right.
I thought I did say I had 5, and
You have 5 years, 3 plus 1. So.
I should not do it. Maybe you can have a look at Shalendra. I don't think I meditated long and hard, and I can't seem to figure out how this contraption works.
You can't figure out how dwarf things, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
shall I have
We
a
need an elven mind on
Yeah,
this.
on you
task.
go. I'll let you roll as well.
go? Here we go.
Well, you think that this mechanism is probably so broken that you can't even work out from what's left how to work it.
Okay, so
Definitely bits missing.
we flee ahead then, if push comes to shove.
Right, you've been working there for at least 15 minutes or so. Let's see where the other two are going. Tally, I'm just going to shift you over. Yeah, and you can see this sort of tunnel, this sort of room goes around the corner. You can both see that, right?
Yep.
On the map.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some old barrels again. There's some dripping water somewhere around here. Very much the same. There's a door. Yeah, you should just be able to see it, I think. Yeah, a door here where I've just pinged, and there's a big double door just at the far end of a corridor. And there's a sort of a big bucket over here, and there are a couple of other stacks of piles of wood, etc. So.
Okay, have a listen at each of the doors.
Have a listen.
So go to this one first. Have a listen.
Right, as you approach them, do me a quick observation check. It is called observation. It's called scouting, this thing, isn't it? So observation was yesterday evening. All right, so you go to the door, you listen at it, and do you hear anything? Let's have a quick look, because as I said, I didn't have as much time to read all my notes, but let's have a look.
I'll push that if I can.
No, you
there's
can't. You can't push this one in particular. You are standing by the door. You're listening, and then actually you do hear something. You hear a few squeaks and sort of scrabbling of claws, or is it paws? And all of a sudden, you look down at your feet. You look down at your feet, and behind you, this barrel that you were just turning your back to, there are rats boiling out of it, basically.
Oh, okay. Quickly start backing off.
And they already are basically crawling over your feet. So I'm going to throw you into combat, and I think Talia might want to help you, so she's going to go in as well. And we do a quick initiative roll. I might just do that for everybody, if you don't mind. So,
Rodent packs of unusual size, I don't think they exist.
Oh, and they're surly.
and they're surly. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just
surly
move them out
rats.
so you can see them properly. So, surly rats. I can make them a bit bigger if you like, but there's this little swarm of rats, and basically they think, oh, there's something fresh to eat here. Let's have at it.
Fresh human.
So I think they're going to surprise you the first round, but then after that, it's going to be normal. So what attacks did I give them? Let's have a look. Oh, just biting. Nothing special. And I didn't even configure it right. I might have done before the last attack. So let me just give them some dice here. No, one more for good measure. Oh, one success. So
Do I have a fast action to dodge?
Well, you haven't spent your actions this turn, but it's a surprise turn. So I think the first one, all you can do is your armor, because that's
This is
not
well,
surprised.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just go to my armor. Trusty leather.
Trusty leather. All right. So You take 1 damage at this point. But I think, from memory, does your armor take the damage as well? It's too long ago that we had armor damage. If something
if
comes
you
through and you have a skull, I think goes through, doesn't it?
I can't recall honestly.
What would I be like, honestly?
The puzzle armor.
Rules reference. So, by wearing armor, if any damage penetrates your armor, its armor rating is decreased. Every 1 you roll reduces the armor rating by 1. So you rolled a 1. So yeah. The bite goes through and your armor is damaged. It loses 1 of its bonuses until it's repaired. Right, we are now in normal initiative. So, Xotal, you're actually the fastest finger first.
Okay, so let me just modify my armor. There we go. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to start. I assume they're all swarming around my feet, aren't they? Realistically, yeah.
They're currently swarming around your feet. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I want to back away from where they've come out of because there could be more in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to use an action to back away from that hole. And then as I'm carrying my staff, I will punt some with my staff to see if I can knock them away. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that without the usual free attack for withdrawal for once. Because it's early in the day.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to withdraw from them. I was just trying to move away from the hole a bit.
Okay.
Be close enough to attack them.
But so you're still engaged, is what you're saying. You're still at arm's length.
Yes, I'm still engaged. Yeah.
You're just moving around a bit. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to hit them with your staff to swipe them away, to sweep
Yeah, because
them
I'm
off.
always carrying the staff in my hand, and it's a little bit easier to use a staff on these than a knife.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't want to bend down and put my face close to them.
Mm.
So I'm not too good in combat, but hey, who knows?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Your staff helps. Okay. Then do they have some? No, they don't have armor. That's fine. So you have hit them. 1 damage, nice and swift. Good. Next one is the surly rats, and now they're even more surly because you just hurt them. So they're going to attack you again. Did I now configure the attack? I think I did. Oh, I didn't give them any dice. There we go. Oh, you managed to dance away. You are so light on your feet that they can't get a proper purchase on you. Good stuff. Talia, you're next.
I shall get my sling out and throw a rock into the middle of the mass of rats.
Okay, there you go. By this point, the others who were working over there on the mechanism definitely hear some noise and some squeaking and some shouting. Get off! Stop biting me!
Be gone, rats.
Be gone. So let's see that sling. Sling. Okay.
No.
A natural success.
Thump. A natural success without pushing. Well done. So that's another hit. Your stone goes into them. You hear some really, really harsh squeaking. They're not best pleased with you. All right. So we are back at the top. This is going to be quite a fast fight, I think. Xotal.
I think as I'm close to them, I will attack again. I'll get my cavity sheet open.
Might already be open behind something. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Damage again with your staff. Okay. Why can't I use that? Okay, I'll just do it here. Some slightly strange behavior since the last update again. I have to reconfigure a few things. And that brings us back to the swarm. And by the end of this round, the others can run across if they choose to do so. It might be too late by that point anyway. So, yeah. I'll just do the manual roll down here. A bit quicker. Oh, look at that. They get you. You used just your normal attack.
dodges, I've got an action left.
You have an action left. It's a slashing attack. What did we have? Dodge. Again, slashing gives you +2 if you go down on the floor. If you want to keep on your feet, it's ±0.
Yeah, I don't want to go down on the floor where the rats are. And
Yeah.
it's a move. It's a move action.
It's a
Isn't
move roll.
it? Move
Dodges
roll.
move.
-2.
Come on, dance some more. Twinkle
There's
toes.
not going to be many dice here.
There you go. Twinkle toes, you do it. Well done. Right. That's a bit of a pity for the rats. Talia.
I shall throw more rocks.
I always had this vision of you grabbing huge rocks and lobbing them across the room. It's just your little sling, isn't it?
Yep.
Aha, you do it again.
Having an unusual fit of confidence.
Who knows? Yeah, but you smash one of the rats to bits, and the rest of the rats flee back into this hole behind this bucket here in the corner and disappear from sight. You've beaten off a rat attack. Well done.
Well, that is about my
Secret
level.
tunnel.
So, and you didn't even get much damage. Just one, right?
Yeah.
Which is, of course, quite a lot for you. Right, so by this point, the other two, you're probably going to run across, aren't you?
Yes.
On your own. Run across. Find out what's going on. Who's doing all this quaking?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few rats around here. I think they're a bit hungry.
Okay, Shalendra is running over. Okay.
And I'm
Everything
sure
okay?
more deep you can run across as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're out of initiative order now. You have conquered the foul rats. The vermin.
Have a look
Hmm.
to see where they've come from. Is there some sort of tunnel, or is it just a really small hole in the ground?
Behind this big bucket here, there is basically a sort of a hole in the wall. They must have come from there, you reckon? There might be a nest behind it or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, if anything was through that door, he may well have heard us now.
Very well, very likely, yeah. You made some
There
noise.
was a lot of squeaking from me and the rats.
I would like to have a look into this soup pot here.
Well, there is some really condensed looking solid gloop in there, which must have been there for a long, long time. And once upon a time, it probably was something to eat or so. Now it's just
Tasty.
a crust on the inside of a very
Okay.
old ceramic pot.
Okay,
What you
then
might
I
want
would
to, I don't know, I don't want to give you any ideas.
I would like to move over here and listen with my ear to the door. What's behind there? If I can hear something.
All right, you do me a scouting as well. We don't have any perception rolls in this game, so just the scouting will do.
Ooh, nope.
All right, you can't really tell a lot, but you think they're far off. You hear some voices, and you hear some like thumping sounds. Maybe like there's some craft going on. There's some hammering going on somewhere. That's what it roughly sounds like, but you can't really make out any detail.
All right, I'll tell the others. There might be some sentient life behind this door, so maybe we should go this way. Down here to the south.
Yeah. Yeah, get that door open. Yeah, good idea.
You need to be
Okay.
wary.
All right,
Yep,
shall we do the
beware.
There's
very
a good chance that if
traditional?
something's in there, it's heard us anyway.
You are. Can you just do the very traditional thing of saying, "Okay, who is going in front?" And
Okay,
who's
I'll
gonna
I'll
have-
go front.
Who's going to have a torch out? Are you having torches or lanterns?
Oh, there's no lights here at all.
There's no
I don't
light
have
here.
that.
Have you got anything to make a light with?
I have a lantern. I'll light a lantern.
Yeah, okay. Lantern, just do me lamp oil. At this point, it lasts a quarter day. But you can do the supply, basically the torch roll.
I'll mark off lamp oil just
Yeah,
in preparation
just do
of using it.
torch roll. We just use the same
Okay.
mechanism of decreasing resources.
But what torch roll will it be against? What dice?
Whatever you've got for torches.
Okay.
How many
I don't
oils
think
have
I
you got?
cancel.
How many oils have you got in your inventory?
Probably only one because normally I keep these things on the donkey.
Well, if you have
the mule.
one, it's a D6. It's 1 unit of oil, basically.
Okay.
I've got a couple of oil as well, so.
So you've got
But I was
8.
thinking, it's probably better for me to go first, as I've got the best defense.
All right, quite possibly. But the lantern oil, basically, you have quarter day of light now, but after that, it's going to be out for you.
Okay.
I've got 2 more lantern oils.
Yeah, no worries. Says the calm voice reassuringly. I've got 2 more.
This is the pack mule. The pack rat.
Okay, I'm not listening to Shalendra's reasonable objections, and I just open the door and waltz through it.
Creak. The door opens. And onto a narrow corridor, which is somewhat slightly damaged. But yeah, you can see what you're moving into there, can't you?
Yeah. Okay. That looks like a room I'm interested in. Is that a
I
kitchen?
assume you need me behind you for the lantern.
Once the dwarf goes, everybody runs after him. Very good, very good.
I was just thinking it's dark, isn't it? So you probably needs me to be there.
He does. He doesn't have. We don't have any dark vision in this game. Not for you lot, anyway. You're not a goblin. Okay. So what you basically come into is a. It must be an old kitchen of sorts, and actually, it looks like it might have been used maybe not that long ago. You see in the ceiling here, I can't really show that on the map very well. You see that there are some big hooks on there, and there are some things hanging from there. It might have been old flour sacks or something. So you're using the ceiling as storage. And there's also running along the edge of the room here in the western wall doesn't work. There's a door there. The eastern wall, no, behind this table over here where I'm pinging, there's basically a little bit of water running in an open trough on the side of the wall. So they've got running water here in this kitchen. And that's still running after all this time.
Fresh water?
You can dip your hand in it, but basically it looks fresh. It looks quite clean. You also see some tools. You see some cooking tools. You see some old pots, a bit rusty, but of them have been used
about
before.
if I move over here and look into that pot? What do I see in this pot? In
that pot, you actually see a skull.
Oh, skull. Is the pot steaming? Is it hot?
No, it's cold. It's almost empty. There's a little bit of liquid in there, and the skull is just staring at you.
Okay, then I'll grab the skull by the sockets and examine it if it still has teeth in it.
You again. It has some teeth still in it. About 4 of them, you reckon?
4 of them? All right. Then I move over to this bench right here, this cupboard, and take that pair of pliers that lies there. And move over to this skull and try to extract those teeth.
Yeah, you managed to do that. Isn't it amazing?
Okay.
Yeah, I put a few utensils on the map and everybody thinks, cool, tools, resources. It's amazing how a map tells a story.
That is resources, yeah. Okay. So how many would you give me? How many human teeth?
4, I think I said, but they're not human. They're not human, they're dwarven.
Oh. All right. No. I'll take them.
Defiling a dwarven corpse, are you?
I'm taking them because now that they're dead, their body are everyone's property.
They belong to clay.
And that includes my property.
They belong to
I will
huge or
take those
clay.
teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want with dwarf teeth?
I mean, technically, dwarves are animals too, and some spells just need animal teeth.
That's pushing it a bit, isn't it? Anyway.
I'm stretching the. I'm stretching the nomenclature.
Yeah, you're pushing the envelope.
I'm stretching the biology.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to be involved in a debate with a dwarf whether dwarves are animals. That sounds
There you
like
go.
trouble.
I want to hear that. I want to hear the debate.
They're creatures of the earth. They are animals. They fill all the biological criteria for animals.
But I believe that's all. All sentient creatures. Sentient creatures are animals, but not all animals are sentient.
I think I agree. Yes.
Too many big words. I don't know what I agree.
Too many big words for my dwarven brain.
All right. So, do you want to carry on, or do you want to search this place a bit more?
I want to listen at the doors just in case there's any
Right.
noise.
Okay, give me a quick... Which one do you want to go first? Just tell me which one in sequence, and I'll tell you what you find, what you hear.
The one below me.
The southern one.
Yeah.
You hear... What do you hear? You hear something. You hear a... some sort of breathing. Is it breathing? No, probably not breathing. That would be too loud. Occasionally you hear some scraping noise. That's probably more like it. But it's not immediately there. It feels like it might be slightly further away. Like there might be another door or a corridor or something before you get to where that might be.
Can I shutter the lantern to see if there's any light coming from underneath? I will sort of motion back to the others just to be quiet because I can hear something.
Okay, you shutter your lantern. Everybody is plunged into darkness. Unless you brought your
any
own
light coming from...
Oh, what time of day? It is pretty much
I'm looking for light under any of the doors for that matter, looking around at all 3 doors.
There is a very, very, very faint light coming from the southern door, not the other ones.
Okay, I'll light it. I'll open up the lantern now. If there's light down here, therefore something living's this way, because there's either a living flame from a lantern or torch.
I just realized for some reason I might have to reset the fog of war, because I think you can see more than you're supposed to see.
I mean, we're
I can only see the
only
room.
seeing the room we're in.
Right, you should still be seeing the room you're in, but on my map it seemed to reveal that you could see quite a bit more.
I'm just going to go back and complete the bit where we were before.
Yeah, that's fine, you can do that. You haven't seen that much yet. So no problem.
So no noise. So listen at the other door then.
You listen, you strain your hearing, but you hear nothing from that door.
I'm having a listen at this one up at the top.
It is very... So let me just double check this. Yeah, again, you hear nothing there. It's really eerily quiet. It must be because you're under hill, because normally it's not that quiet. Wherever you listen, you hear some sound. You hear some sounds of nature. You hear some sort of running water. But other than the faint background noise of the running water, you don't actually hear anything coming from that door.
Okay, seeing as we don't hear anything from the east, we should maybe head east first.
Or if we head west, then that'll only go as far as the river, so it shouldn't go much further, yeah?
Oh, that could also be true, yeah.
Could be.
And we know that east are could be the orcs, or I've heard some.
I think we
I'm going to try this
we should
door.
tell the western door first.
You're trying the western door. Okay. Boom, it opens for you. It opens into a short corridor, and there's a little niche here in the northern wall. And in there, you see basically what must have been old textiles or something like that. Like overcoats or something must have been in there. Now all you see is just some debris of textiles, some leftovers. Some
Let's
sort
have
of
a quick
storage
check that
cupboard.
it doesn't look like it's about to come to life.
How do you look at that? How do you check that?
I'm not sure, really.
Do you poke it with your foot or something? See where that bites.
Well, it looks like Jothel's standing on it, so that should give me a good idea.
Okay. Ziotel just rifles his
doesn't
feet
respond to
through
that.
it, and nothing other than there's a cloud of dust that comes up, but other than that, no, there's nothing there. It doesn't come and bite you. It doesn't entangle you and drag you under into a unspeakable depth.
All right, then let's
So
continue to this.
So far, in both rooms we've been in, there's no evidence of any recent activity.
Well, in the kitchen,
Food's all old and crispy.
in the kitchen, there was some stuff in there where you think this has not been left untouched for hundreds of years. There was
not
reasonably
100
recent
years,
activity. There were tools being used. You reckon the ash in the fireplace looked like it's old, but not that old. So there was some activity there, but not a lot. Yeah, you're sneaking around. Remember, this
Old
is
as in weeks ago or days ago?
probably days ago, you reckon.
Okay.
But yeah, there's another door. Dare you open it?
Mm-hmm. I'll go through. Ooh, what do we have here?
Someone's going to want the rug.
Yeah, nice rug.
Soft furnishings. There's a table and there's a rug, and it is a beautifully set table for people, and it looks really, really nice. However, this looks actually like it has really been cleaned recently. It's not polished, but it's not dusty. It's not as old, and this beautiful soft furnishings seem to have lasted very well. At the southern edge, you've got a fireplace built into the wall. I'm getting a little bit of your music coming back at me through Discord, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. But feel free to do the same. It gets too loud.
Not me this time because I have the music muted.
Okay. One of you, who is it? It's Martin.
Martin is lit up.
Is it me, yeah?
Martin's lit up. I'm hearing just a little bit of the music is coming back at me.
You
That's
just
better.
turn it down a bit.
That's better. Thank you. So, yeah, there's a fireplace in the southern edge, but this place looks like it has actually been kept relatively tidy. You have no idea why, but it looks relatively tidy. Yeah, what else can I tell you? There's some reliefs in the wall, beautifully decorated, and it looks mainly like they're hunting scenes and maybe some farming scenes, which is a bit incongruous really for a dwarven city, but maybe there was a dwarf here who liked the landscape, the countryside.
I suppose it does happen.
Yeah, it does happen, doesn't it? The dwarf who knew no stone. Remember that bit?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like the kindred soul used to reside here.
Mm-hmm. And I'll try to be daring and move on to the next room here.
Oh, very daring. So, as I
I'll
said,
open
I
this
wish I had the time to reread all this, but okay, yeah, okay.
Step right down number 7.
So, number 7, on you go. I was experimenting here with Dungeon Fog when I was making this map. It's based on a very, very old German adventure from Midgard, this whole place. So you see a room that has basically been completely smashed up. All the furniture in it is smashed up. And let me close that door. There used to be, again, some beautiful reliefs on the side, but even they have been smashed up a lot. They seem to have a lot of pictures of the typical sort of dwarven mythology, creation myth, the myths of huge, the tireless work of the dwarves to try and build up the earth so it can reach the sky. That used to be big reliefs. And you reckon this must have been some sort of, antechamber somewhere where somebody could hold court and receive visitors.
Mm-hmm. I look very interested.
Sorry, Martin, didn't catch that.
I was just wondering why someone would smash the furniture up in this room and not the other room.
Well, you reckon maybe even some of the furniture from that used to be in the dining room has been chucked in here because it was broken. So it might just
Are they big cobwebs in the corner?
There are some big cobwebs in the corner. This room doesn't seem to be used a lot. But this time
Excessively large
enormous. I don't have an enormous spider demon this time. Okay, can't do that every time.
Okay.
So eerily quiet. Do you close the doors behind you, by the way, or do you leave them all open?
So far, we left them all open, haven't we?
Yep.
Okay.
We might want to leave in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, the doors are actually moving quite well. It's dwarven engineering. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Which way would you like to go now?
Maybe north now, in the direction of the river again.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, this might be.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? And why have I not got my map pin on it? How
It's another
disorganized.
rug.
So let's see. Number 8. Room number
This is somebody's bedroom. Do you think that's an ensuite bathroom on there? See that?
How did you
That's the
guess?
closet, the walk-in closet.
Why did that not work? Let me try that again. Yeah, no, this worked. So this place was quite luxurious. Again, this has not been really used a lot. A lot of the furniture that looks a bit pristine has actually been smashed up a bit. The bed linen is quite soiled, quite dirty. You've got a washing table here in the corner. You've got a treasure chest, well, an iron-bound trunk up here in the corner where I'm just pinging for you. And other than that, the only other thing that looks like it's actually quite well preserved is a large tapestry, an oval tapestry, which is just here on the wall.
It's not got a picture of Thelania on here, is it?
It doesn't seem to have a picture at it at all. It is, as you look at it, Yotol, if you want to get close, where Muad'Dib is currently standing. Muad'Dib, are you paying any heed to this rug, or are you going straight for the chest?
No, I'm looking at the tapestry, yeah.
So you look at it, and you look at
No,
it
he's going for the
again, and
chest.
in the light from
Be
the
honest.
lantern, it looks like the surface is shifting. It's like the light from the lantern is playing over it, and it's almost like this thing is moving. And
Here
you are
closely, is there something we can see in there that's actually, because we've seen a picture like this in the car in Weatherstone, where we saw Thelania when we went and saw King Algor, didn't
This
we?
is not a picture. This is, you reckon, it's probably made from some sort of tapestry, some sort of textile. But as you look at it, the whole thing drops off the wall onto the dwarf's head.
Oh,
And it seems to be flexing, and it seems to be moving.
oh, get this thing off me!
A mimic by any other name is still a bloody mimic.
No, I didn't actually make
I'll
a
step
token for
back.
this one. I just made notes for this. So this thing is grappling you. Yeah, so I need to make quickly an actor for it, and maybe I can find a good. Don't know. I don't have any icons for that sort of stuff. I should be slightly more prepared next time. I tell you, this department meeting this evening has really messed me up. It was all my prep time for this evening. So, what do we call it? What do we call this sort of thing? Living tapestry? Shall we call it that?
Call it what it is. It's a mimic.
It's not a mimic. Mimics don't exist in this game. Right, and then we just have a couple of stats to throw at it. Ooh, it's pretty strong. So let's say give it that.
And I'll scramble and try to get it off in the meantime. To no avail so far.
Right, and what can I do? Throw together a couple of attacks, and then we can have some fun with this. So, let's go one of those. And
Yes, Shalind, you could drive your sword through it. Just be careful of the dwarf in the middle of it.
about, I reckon 5. One of
I was
those.
just thinking I probably shouldn't throw rocks at it because they'll, if I hit, they'll hit more deep, which seems bad.
It punches right through.
You could set it alight.
With me inside.
Well, it'd be shielding you. You'd be
this
fine.
dial sheet.
You'll burn on the outside, and then it'll fall away, and you'd be released.
Right, have I got that now? Does that work? Yeah, that works. And the other thing it can do is basically grapple you. So, do you remember how grappling works? Because I always have to look that up.
I do not.
I think we've used grapple
So-
before. haven't we?
Well, I'm sure we have used grapple before. Grappling. So, rules reference for grappling, if you want to read along. I just share that with you guys. Show to all. So they have he has grabbed hold of you because you were surprised. You can, however, try. No, you cannot. You are actually currently engaged with it. The only action you can now try and do is to break free from it. Yeah, that's a slow action, and you basically have to win an opposed
Opposed melee.
melee. Yeah. And while you're grappling, the only other thing you can do if you're not trying to break free is you can try and punch it. Which is hard to do if it's sort of wrapped around you. So let me just. I don't have a good token for it, so I'm just going to put it across. Oh, it grabs you. Poof, that's straight on you.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we do? Then I would probably all put in the initiative, and then we can have a look. So I'll just, yeah, just grappled you so far. No more than that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I can try to break free.
The first one to act actually is not you in the normal initiative order. It is Shalendra.
All right.
Grab that rug. Tapestry.
Look,
Offensive furnishing.
something fell on the dwarf's head and he can't get it off. The dwarf is so
It's
incompetent.
made of cloth being burned.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea. Just set it
I'm
on
going to
fire.
run over and try and rip the rug away.
Okay, then do me melee as well.
Okay, this is without a weapon.
Yeah, without a weapon. Melee. Oh, sorry. Yeah, melee. Without a weapon. Just straight melee skill rather than having a weapon. Ooh, is that really...
What?
What? 7 success.
My sword bonus automatically onto it.
Yeah, you have to take the
it's
artifact out.
Only 5 successes.
Only 5 successes.
Oh my god.
All right. What shall we do with 5 successes? Now, normally you would cause 1 damage. You could then spend the extra ones on other things. The easy way is basically to say that you do an extra damage for each of them. But if you want to spend, say, 2 to pull this thing off the dwarf's head, I would let you do that.
Yes, that's my plan.
So,
The thing I'm aiming for mostly is to remove the choking thing from our dwarven friend's head.
so that leaves you with 3 damage. You're basically pulling this thing and it's writhing in your hands like it's made from pure muscle. This whole thing. It doesn't feel like cloth at all, even if it looks a bit like that. But yeah, it's definitely trying to eat your dwarven friend. But you're pulling it off and you're throwing it onto the bed. And you have caused it some tears because you're mean. So it's now on the bed, and the dwarf basically has lost a few hairs, a bit of his hair, and a few branches from his hair, and looks a bit confused. But well done. That was a brilliant action. 5 successes.
That was quick.
Zyatal, are you ready to set fire to the dwarf yet?
Well, I've only got a lantern at the moment, so I haven't got a torch. So, because I think a torch against this would be fantastic. Is there any torches in the room in a sconce or?
There is some broken furniture, but you would have to set it alight first, and that could be a bit tricky. I would also take time.
I'll try to make a burning brand of some sort, if I can, using a bit of cloth and a bit of broken furniture. I can spend. It may take me a couple of rounds to do that, so.
Yeah, I think what
There's
I'm
not
going to
much
do
else to
after a couple of rounds, you can do a quick roll, and then we'll see. After a couple of rounds should be fine. Should be able to do that. Okay, so Talia, your default is slinging, but
Yeah, I'm not going to throw rocks. I'm just wishing I'd managed to learn that path of the war cry so I could have demoralized this tapestry.
that's a brilliant quote. Demoralize the tapestry. Yeah, very good.
Do you think getting it wet would help?
You can try it.
Yeah, but there might be some water in this washstand.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
There's no water in the washstand.
I think
There
burning it would
is,
be the best thing.
you hear a little bit of trickling water from the bathroom. Then, like I said earlier, they seem to have running water in this place, but not on the washstand.
Yeah.
Isn't that a nice rug as well in front of the bathtub there?
Yes, there's some delightful rugs in this place, but that's the wrong character.
Okay, can I try to open the chest?
Well, this thing is still writhing on the bed. I mean, You don't think?
Oh, it's still riding on the bed. Like we haven't finished it off yet.
No, you've pulled it off your head and thrown it onto the bed. You look a bit confused what that was, but other than that,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It is definitely not a goner yet.
Who's next in the initiative order?
Oh, sorry, Talia. After Talia, what do you want to do? I just want to be clear on that. Don't want to skip you.
You actually have torches on me, so.
Do you want to light
so
a
I'll
torch?
light a torch and try and set the tapestry on fire.
Lighting a torch takes a round. Yeah, but you'll probably still be faster than this Yossol who's actually still crafting a torch. Doing a bit Blood Peter impression.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to our dwarven hero. What's he going to do after just having his hair ruffled?
Okay, first of all, I'm very dazed and confused, and I'll pull out my hand axe and try to hack the tapestry to pieces with my hand axe.
Okay, you use your short action, your fast action to pull your weapon. That's fine.
Yeah, a short action, and then oh, I think actually I do get a bonus die, because I have axe fighter. Let me read for a second.
Let's have a look whether you've got X fight.
Okay, okay, it says if I inflict at least 1 point of damage, it is automatically a critical injury.
Oh.
It's modified by +1 with an axe. But when I go to combat and hand axe, is that automatically applied?
No, those talents you have to manually apply. So what you have to do is basically when the pop-up comes, you just put a +1 as a bonus.
All right,
on
so it's an actual viable roll for once. And of course, it doesn't.
If you push it, you damage your axe.
No. That axe is precious.
Oh, okay, so you smash this axe down on the bed, and there's lots of dust flying up again and things like that. But
and I have to cough.
you have to cough, but you think there's so much textile around here, you probably didn't hit the tapestry. So what is it trying to do? I wish I had actually made a nice token for this, but I didn't. So let's see, who will it attack?
Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Yeah, we can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was gonna. Where's the generic talents gone?
Generic talents?
General talents.
Because I uploaded the official modules for this, it's possible that I have unshared mine, but not shared the new ones yet.
So I can see the class.
Let me have a look. Let me give you observer rights for that. Can you see them now? Yeah, this is the change. I've made it for one of my players' instances, but not for the other one. So let me just get all the talents to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Can you see them now? Just a few clicks after all. You should be able under talents to see general, kin, and profession talents now.
Maybe you need to function F5.
Hang on, one more click. Can you see them now?
I'm just coming back in case that was the problem.
Because I hadn't shared the top level folder yet.
Do you need to do that?
I wasn't sure whether you needed to, but I...
Because we can see other folders within it.
Don't want to share that
No, I
one.
can't see general.
You should be
I
able
can see
to
all
see
the other ones, just not general.
Talents. Right, yeah, so this is under the little box icon. I can see the racial ones.
You should
And the
see...
class one.
Remember, there might be under core games. Sorry, core game, there's another folder with talent.
Right,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the other one is my own one, which I probably didn't unshare the top level of.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, after having entered everything myself, they brought out this module, which is really, really good value. But then I didn't actually delete anything. I just hid my stuff and probably didn't do that very
Your
well.
critical, Leonard, doesn't affect monsters.
What does not affect monsters?
When you hit an enemy with your axe and inflict 1 point of damage, you automatically inflict
Oh,
a
okay.
injury / wound. The
All
critical
right.
injury itself doesn't break your opponent unless it kills them, of course. No effect against monsters or animals.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it
dear.
wouldn't make
Okay.
sense, really. Yeah, you're right.
Read
You're
the
right.
small print.
Seems to do a / wound critical,
Okay.
Mhm.
special type of critical.
Of course it is. Right, so where were we? We were at more deep. We are now at this thing, and I was trying to identify who's going to attack when the question came up, and I was going to roll 1d6 on a 1 to 3. It will go back for the dwarf, otherwise it's going to go for that attractive young elf. So it is going for Shalendra. So it's going to try and grapple with you. Where'd it go?
Okay, do I get my free parry?
Can you parry that? No, I don't think you can parry this because it's not a weapon attack. Monster attacks you can
Any
parry.
things you could parry?
You can't parry
Can't
monster
really
attacks.
parry monsters.
You can dodge them, but you can't parry them.
Unless a monster's got a weapon which seems to be
Yeah.
logically parryable.
But this is the whole thing coming at you, trying to envelop you. You can't just say ka-ching, and that's it. So it's 2 successes. I think you might still have a fast action left. So if you want to dodge it, you can try.
Yes. Come on. Dodge.
I need to sort something out here. The chat overlay doesn't work.
Dodge. Why is my agility down?
Because you took some damage on the way in, if you remember. You probably don't. Look at that!
That's a nice dodge.
And that was dodged with going down, was it?
I just rolled a normal dodge. Was there a penalty for?
If you want to remain standing, it would have been -2. So that's fine.
So I'm going down then.
You're just prone. Well, let me just put the token on it. But you basically managed to evade it. Well done. For you. Pity for me. So, Shalendra, you're on the floor. Just rolling around, but you can get back up. That's a fast action.
Yep. I'm going to get up as a fast action, and then I believe I can give it a kick in as a.
You're going to
a
get
normal,
it.
can't
Yeah,
I?
okay. Melee attack without weapon again. Yeah.
Right.
Disregard that one artifact die.
Yeah. So here we go. Melee. Get rid of the artifact.
You're not going to do another 5 successes, are you? No. Okay.
That is so many dice.
It is a lot of dice, power
I
game.
am a
blah, blah, blah.
combat person.
So, yeah, you managed to hit it again. Yeah, but it's only 1 damage. Yeah, you punch this thing, and again you feel some of the muscle structure rip under your punch or kick, under your kick. Your heel rams into it basically, but because it's actually quite insubstantial in a way, you don't really connect very well. You don't break anything in it.
Oh, it's not grappling anyone, is it?
Not right now. It's on the bed. And I was trying to lunge at you, but you basically kicked it away. Something is not right today.
I'm hoping at some point it's going to be not on, so we can give it a great big slash.
You could potentially. Yeah. So you like your mimic today. Okay, Xiotal. You are still working on your torch?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you need me to do a crafting roll?
Yeah, why not? Seeing as you suggested, I was going to give you this for free, but if you want to do a crafting roll, then do a crafting roll. You just have to.
I'm just thinking this seems logical as I'm trying to make something from scratch, aren't I?
Absolutely.
Not that I want to do crafting roll because I'm kind of pretty foul, but hey. Here we go.
Oh, you manage it. All right.
Yay.
So you fashion from an old chair leg and some fabric that probably used to be somebody's, some dwarf's undergarments. You managed to craft a torch and light it.
Excellent.
So that
I'll
brings
be
us to
prepared to turn next round.
Baby Ben. Okay, Talia.
Yeah, or possibly this round. Because I've just been lighting a torch.
You have a torch as well.
Right, I would like to try and set that tapestry on fire.
Soft furnishings, and you're trying to destroy them.
I'm not Sarah Bint Suleiman. I have different opinions on
Different
soft
character
furnishings.
entirely. All right. So yeah, you can throw over there. You can go over there. Do you want to throw it onto the bed, or do you want to basically just poke it with a fire?
I'm going to walk over to it because
So it's a melee
throwing
attack,
it sounds like a recipe for setting the wrong thing on fire.
like the dwarf.
The
Yeah.
bed.
Do a melee attack then.
Of course, throwing it might have been more effective given how.
You don't get any
like
gear
melee.
bonus for torch because a torch is an improvised weapon.
Wow.
So do you basically let go of it, or do you just hit it with it? The torch, I mean. Do you let go of it or not?
With that roll, I think I let go.
All right, so you actually let go, and the
And
torch is
someone
now
else-
lying on the bed, and the fabric of the bed is catching fire quite swiftly, but you don't think you actually really got this, whatever this beast is, this living tapestry, yet. Yeah, but the bed is starting to burn,
All right.
and it's quite smoky. So I'm just going to have a bit
Great.
of fun here. Right, a little bit of smoke. That's how
We're
it
gonna
actually
die of
is.
smoke poisoning.
Good idea. Why not? Oh,
Okay. I need to stop giving you ideas. Oh my god, what an effect.
you have to do these things when they come up, right? Okay, that brings us to Muddy. You are
All right,
coughing
I'll
in the
try
smoke.
the same thing again, and try to hack it to pieces, seeing as it is technically fabric. Give another one. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Is that the first time you've hit with this character?
Yes, it's the first time I've ever hit something with that axe.
In session, what, 12? Okay, well done, well done. You do hit it, and you do actually cause some damage. Let's just see whether I can resist any of this. What have I
Does
done?
the tapestry wear armor?
Yeah, of course. No,
Oh.
because of the structure it is. It doesn't wear armor, but it basically has some armor value behind
Okay,
it. So it takes
okay.
one of them away. That means 3 damage you're causing. That's quite a lot of damage you're causing. That's a rip, and there's some liquid starting to seep out of it. And the fire basically recoils from you, and the fire is starting to take on the bed now properly. So you reckon that this thing is going to lunge somewhere because it really wants to get off there. So now I've got 3 opponents from left to right. 1 and 2 goes after Moadib. 3 and 4 it goes after Shalendra. 5 and 6 after Talia. And it is a 3. Shalendra, you're unlucky yet again. This thing really seems to like you. Ah, come on, character sheet. Where are you?
It
So.
is a selective living tapestry.
It is very selective. It doesn't just attack anybody. All right, it lunges at you again. It's trying to bite you.
I'm going to dodge and take the penalty.
Oh, you are now on the floor, and this thing's on top of you. And you
Can I-
Oh no.
you take 1 damage unless you've got armor.
Can I push it?
You can,
Okay.
but you might just take just as much damage as you do. You managed to
Yeah.
push it. The advantage is you don't have this thing on you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
next to you,
willpower.
but it's off the bed now.
So, what was that? Be a strength?
Yeah, no, it's dodge is agility, isn't it?
Dodge is
Okay, yeah.
agility. That's right.
That's another point of agility damage.
Yeah, it's 3 down, is it?
Yes.
Tapestry with armor, indeed. Our heroic one watcher on YouTube is saying he likes the tapestry with armor. It's got sequins on it, you know? All right, so that takes us to Shalendra.
Okay. Right. It's not on me. I get up.
Again, yes, I didn't even put you down, but yeah.
Yeah.
You get back
So,
up. Behind
I'm
you,
going to try and grab it and restrain it itself.
you're trying to grapple it. Now, okay. Yeah.
Basically, I'm thinking if I can hold it, somebody else can stab it.
A grapple attack is an opposed melee. So you do your melee, and then it does its melee. And if you manage to have more successes than then you've got it grappled.
Okay, let's get rid of my artifact dice. Come on, dice. You know you want to.
And I'm tempting to set the room on fire right now, but okay, you have 2 successes. And it will have, it's the same thing as its melee. It has no successes. You actually managed to pin this thing down. And you're trying to hold it.
So brands on their way.
Good. And there's another torch on the way, indeed. This place is now rapidly filling with smoke, by the way. So, next one.
Remind it exactly a rug.
Sort of. Ziotal.
Well, hey, I have. Can I approach it with a flaming brand and try to
Of course you can.
attack it?
Of course you can.
Okay, excellent. Chances of me hitting are quite small. Just a normal melee. There's no. Is there a gear?
No gear bonus for an
Oh.
improvised weapon. No.
No, it wouldn't be. Okay, fine. Okay, so who?
You don't have your combat torch. You just made this up. You remember? It's an improvised
Big
torch.
dice. Big dice. Yeah, look at
One
that.
die. All right. Now it's pinned down. It can't defend itself, but it still has its fire resistance, fire retardation coating on it. Let's see.
I'll snip the label off if it's got it on it.
No, I'm because it's a fire attack. Let's see. I'll only give it 2 dice. Right. It does take 1 damage.
No.
It does take 1 damage. I rule that. But it doesn't, at this point, catch fire.
Okay.
All right. I'm always willing to fudge stuff. You know that. So, next one is Talia. Now, your torch is still lying on the bed. You could possibly grab it from the midst of the spreading flames, but you would have to do an agility. Or it's called agility, I think, yeah. And not dexterity. So, to grab it without burning your fingers. You could do that. Or you could do something else. Like run away. Go to the bathroom, fetch a pail of water.
Oh, it's a tough one because but I think Shalendra's got the tapestry situation under control, so I'm going to go and get some water from the bathroom to put the fire out that I started.
So we don't suffocate.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. So you run into there, you go to the bath room. There is a pail, basically, and there is some running water again, like there's a water supply running through it. So you manage to grab it out of there, which takes you at least a round.
Yep.
All right, let me just check something.
There is a nice rug in this bathroom.
Oh, yes,
Again,
a
wrong
very nice rug. But as usual, yeah, taking it with you is a tricky thing.
I would love this place.
Your rugs. Okay, that's Celia, and that brings us back to our dwarf.
All right. Same thing again. I'll try to hack it to pieces.
You might manage. It's pinned down by Shalendra.
Oh no, that's not.
Damage 2 is
You
not
did it.
bad. Come on.
I mean, it still has armor.
Yeah, wait for
Yeah,
the
but
armor roll.
Part of the armor is that it's really writhing everywhere and so on. So the armor roll I'm reducing again because it's pinned down. So there you go.
All right, I like that.
And yeah, you managed to cleave it to bits. Do you want to describe it?
Oh yes. Seeing as it grappled me in the beginning, I'm very mad at this tapestry, and also it's just whoever put this up had very poor taste. So, with all my rage and all my disappointment in this interior design choice, I go into a frenzy and hack it to pieces with my small hand axe.
With the interior design critic. Okay, you basically go berserk on it.
Play is terrible. //
But you're noticing basically the fire's coming next to you. So, but Talia is coming with a pail of water. What do you do with it? We're out of initiative, so you can just tell me what you want to do with it.
I'm going to chuck it over the bed and anything else that's on fire.
Yeah, you might have to do another quick return to the water supply because it is smoldering, but you manage it, and it's really smoky in this place.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was not such a successful firefighting effort. But okay. So what's next? I think I know exactly what the dwarf is going to do now.
Yes, exactly. Seeing as the room fills with smoke, and I'm not too keen on suffocating, I'll try to grab that chest, maybe.
It's
How
almost
heavy
as big
is
as
it?
you. It's almost as big as you.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Then, with the butt of my axe, I'll try to open it. Does it have a lock?
It's iron bound, so it's got some iron bands over it. Mark, I didn't quite hear what you were saying. Sorry, you were breaking up there.
Muad'Dib, the two of us could probably grab it.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you
drag
probably
it.
could do that.
All right, with a combined might roll, maybe. Yeah.
Did I take any notes at all? What I wanted to be in that crate? Oh yes.
Okay, my might is 6.
Ooh, very mighty. Yeah. My might is 3.
Okay.
How the mighty have fallen.
The mighty elf can roll with an assist from the dwarf.
Okay,
Right.
I can't remember how assists work.
Just +1.
Just +1 modifier
Plus
dice.
one.
Die.
Okay, modifier +1. Come on, dice. You know you love me.
Oh my god, how is that even possible?
Now, I think I'm gonna. Let's push this.
Yeah.
You might
Oh, I
pull
forgot.
when you push. You might pull yourself something. Yeah, you might pull a muscle. All right. So actually, with a huge heave and a huge hoe, you manage to pull the crate out. But you think this is actually odd because as soon as it leaves the ground, it becomes really light. It looks like it was bolted down, and you just ripped it to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
Good old brute force and ignorance.
Brute force attack, indeed. And now there's a hole in the bottom of it, of the crate.
Okay, let's get it out of this room, because it's a bit smoky.
Mm-hmm. Let's go west, maybe, or you
Go back
okay.
in the other room.
Yeah, you heaved it here.
Yeah, let the smoke clear a little.
Yeah.
So at this point, you probably want to close the door behind you.
Yeah.
Do you ask Xiotl to join you, or are you leaving him there?
Come on, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? He says,
What do you mean?
huh? Where are you all going? Okay. Door closed. Now you've got this crate in front of you. It's a bit splintered at the bottom, but yeah, you can probably force your way in from the bottom now.
All right. We'll do that.
There's something wrapped in there. There's something wrapped in leather. It's quite stiff, this leather. It probably used to be quite nice, but it's sort of stiffened up, so you have to creak it up to bits. But in there is a mask. It looks like a dwarven war mask.
Ooh.
Dwarves used to put these in front of their faces to scare their enemies.
Ooh. Does it have an armor bonus?
It might. I might let you have an armor bonus from it. Yeah, but actually, the idea is more of something else. But yeah, you look even more dreadful with it than you currently do.
Do I sense any magic emanating from it?
Yeah, but not a lot. There's a faint magic, maybe some sort of blessing on it, but you don't reckon there's a lot of magic on it.
Okay, I think that the only dwarf could have it.
I mean, it might improve my face. Yes, my facial features. Yeah.
I think the idea is that it might make you more fearsome in combat. You know,
I could use that. Yeah, and I'll put that mask on and see, and maybe even cast detect magic, or is there sense? No, sense magic is intrinsic, right?
You can do 2 levels of it. There's an intrinsic level, and then there's basically trying to work out what this thing actually does. But you reckon that the magic on it is so faint, you don't think there's any active spells on it.
Oh, okay. So I realize that I don't even need to detect magic, right? Because
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay, that's nice.
You do. I forgot a nice little point. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, there's something else in the chest that Talia notices. There seems to be, other than that leather-wrapped mask, there seems to be something else wrapped in leather. Smaller.
I shall have a look.
You grab it and you think, oh, this is promising. You open it and there's 50 silver pieces.
Oh, that's nice.
In a little pouch. This is old. Yeah, the coinage you don't recognize. But then you don't actually know a lot about coinage in this place because the blood mist has been around such a long time.
Yeah. Well, silver is silver.
Silver is silver.
It's pretty old coin.
Whoever's face is on it.
You see, in the original German game, this is translated from, you would have just found 500 gold pieces. But I think in Forbidden Lands, that would be a bit too much.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
no, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so.
If it's too much, what we can do is I can take the lion's share, and everyone else can have a small.
No. This old game, this comes from you had to spend a lot of money to learn skills. Yeah, you had to spend experience points and money to level up, and the money was always a lot. Good old times. My first role.
Are you sharing the wealth there, Thea?
Yep. Just trying to figure out how to divide 50 by 4 and failing.
It's 12,
12 and a half.
5 for each. So somebody's getting copper and somebody's getting silver.
Do we have like a group pool that we use sometimes? Just throw any excess in there.
Yeah, just do. I think we might still have that party loot sheet somewhere. On the player notes, there should be party loot. Yeah, it's just a list. It's nothing special, but
There it is.
you
So
can
put the extra 2 silver in there and take 12 each.
yeah. That's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to put it all in, but okay. So
Oh.
that's on 2 silver on the party.
Good. 2 silver pocket money.
All right.
Okay. Now I've got some wounds. I think we've all got wounds, haven't we?
You're all slightly bruised, I think, either agility or otherwise. Other than actually Talia, you don't have any wounds now.
I'm down on agility from last time.
Oh, all right. Yeah, my overlay doesn't show me that.
So Talia, how about a song to ease our battle wounds?
Yes, I was just thinking we should have a sit down and a nice sing song.
Are you basically going
Mhm.
to barricade yourself?
Before
in
you
this
do
room?
that,
Receive.
let me go and close the doors.
Picture.
That's a good idea, yes.
Oh, party members with plenty.
Yeah, I'll go and close the doors. I will between us and the rooms we've been through.
And you go. You should be able to just click on it to close it. Saves me from having to lift my mouse hand all the way across to my mouse. All right. So
First, I'm going to sing a song about agility.
a song about agility. What does that sound
Yeah.
like? Make up some lyrics. Come on.
What would a song about agility sound like?
A song about agility.
That'd be quick and fast and
Oh, what a
can we
feeling
play?
dancing on the ceiling. How about that one? Does that work? That works for me.
A to the
Great rhyme.
L to the I to the T to the Y.
I think there was actually in the very first Paranoia adventure I played that featured the "Oh What a Feeling" dancing on the ceiling. This is mid-90s.
How many people need agility back?
Me.
yeah, I'm down a couple as well.
I don't need anything back. I'm pretty healthy at the moment.
Quite badly. I'm a bit wounded.
Hmm.
A bit hurt.
Right. Okay, so I shall begin with a song about agility, which will be about dancing on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I'm clear on how that works, but
If you're
we'll see if we can
agile.
do it.
It's magic.
You know, I'm hearing a sort of weird version of Gently by Tenacious D about agility now.
It's kind of horrible.
Yes.
Can't take you anywhere seriously.
I didn't sing it. We've got a live studio audience.
Okay, I've spent 3 points of willpower, and
Yeah, we
3 of
actually
them have 1 point of agility back.
I think we have got 2 others watching now, which is excellent. So hello to Captain and hello to somebody else, whoever else has joined us.
So, how many points you got back, love?
1. Right, so who is down strength?
I am down strength.
Anyone else?
I am, but I'm not. I'm not too fussed about it. I'm not expected to go into combat that often.
I'm feeling very healthy.
Sprightly.
Right, in which case I will just spend 1 point of willpower and sing We Are the Champions to Shalendra.
My friend. I'm missing the Shalendra. Yeah. So
Yeah,
just a
that's one
reminder,
point of
you
strength
guys,
back.
you see relatively little of this whole place so far. Just for our streaming audience. The big map you haven't really discovered yet. Yeah. But you're making your way in. That's why I'm not sharing my stream with my players, so they can't have a look at the big picture right
I'm
now.
being good and not looking.
But you can look later.
Mhm.
So, I get a point of strength back there, love?
Yep.
Good, well done. Now, how long do you want to have a short rest here for? It's not D&D short rest, of course, but how long do you want to stay here? I just realized
Only enough for some singing, and then we can continue, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long enough for a couple of quick power ballads and then.
So, what is that? 3 minutes 40?
I want to break free. Okay.
About 10 minutes because I want to do a quick lyre solo in the middle.
Have you ever
If
played
we
a
take
lyre?
a Eurovision as a guide, each Eurovision song is 3 minutes, therefore.
Yeah, but the kind of power ballads I listen to take longer.
Hair metal, power ballads. All right. So
I'm
after a
remembering
little
my
while,
wedding.
let's try not to get too silly here, right? As if. Yeah, you're still in this room now, and you're wondering, as you are relatively quiet, and there's a break in the music. You do hear that there's some deep clanging somewhere. There is some sound coming through. So you wonder whether somebody or something might have heard you sing.
You should have checked that immediate door to the right, shouldn't you? Left, I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would agree.
you always should check out the neighbors before you start making noise, right?
Yeah, there's a door off the bedroom as well.
All right, right.
I believe it's the same door.
So don't run around too much before I tell you what's going on. So this place again has beautiful reliefs, but very much more daily lives. There's crafting dwarves, mining dwarves, celebrating ones. But there's also, on the southern wall especially, there is the battle scenes of famous battles of the Meromannian dwarves before they vacated this place. They haven't really had any famous battles since. Well, what else can I tell you? There are basically lots of smashed up bits of furniture, and part of the floor seems to have been destroyed and smashed as well. I didn't really put that on the map, though. Is that right? No, actually, sorry, not half the floor. Misread that. Part of the reliefs, the battle scenes have been smashed to bits. Like the dwarves have
Well,
been
what seems to
beheaded.
have broken is this axe damage, or is it some sort of force, like an ogre's coming in, smashed it up?
It looks like it probably was done with some sort of tool. Hammer, axe, chisel, something like that.
Have a look. Maybe there was some sort of gems embedded or something, or see if they're aiming at particular things, like getting rid of particular faces.
They seem to basically have taken care to behead all the dwarves in the picture.
Ooh.
Whoever it was. Doesn't seem to like dwarves much.
Okay, shall we have a quick look in the chest of drawers and in the trash and stuff?
You can have a look around. So you're having a look around. Just where? Just the piles of furniture or anywhere else?
I'd like to take a look at this book here.
Yeah, it's an old, rotted book. It's got some dwarven script in it, which you're not actually familiar with because you didn't grow up amongst
I
dwarves.
can't read that. No, I can't read dwarven scripture.
Not yet. Not yet.
Hey, just have a quick look. Check in. Are these bookshelves or
Table. One of them is a bookcase, and no, they're both bookcases actually. The table, they're all smashed up. These are bookcases, but basically, again, everything is torn and damaged in them. You don't get a lot of stuff from there.
no? Okay, it's worth it. Should we have a look in here, guys?
Yep.
Can I
I
just
agree.
before you leave there? Can you do me, whoever's good at it, whoever looks actually Shalendra, you were looking around mouse. Can you do me scouting roll?
No. Okay. No,
That's scary.
no, I'm just really crap at it. Right, one moment.
So is
Just
this like a passive perception check?
Yeah,
Come on.
strictly
Okay.
speaking, that's one of the strange things on Forbidden Lands. They say don't use scouting to spot things. Yeah? If they're looking in the right place, you just say yes, you find them. But if you're not looking in the right place, I still like to do it.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
If you're vaguely in the right place, but you're not quite looking for the right thing, then I still do it. Did we have a roll? Sorry, if so, I missed it.
Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
rolled
he
a.
did it. He did it. Now, some of the everyday scene reliefs on this wall where I'm currently pinging here, the northwest, they have been smashed up as well. But amongst those smashed things, you just think, that's strange. There seems to be another groove running through the wall.
Ooh, a secret door or
Oh.
a secret compartment.
Possibly. If you go over
Hey,
there,
look, guys. I'm an elf. I can find secret doors.
see whether you can walk through walls. Try it out. And she disappears through the wall.
Oh,
I poke my head back through. Come through here.
Shalendra!
It is
When can you do
actually
that?
you have to sort of open the door a little bit. It's not a magic wall, but as far as Foundry is concerned, you can just walk through it. You can't see through it, but you can walk through it, which I like.
Oh.
It's an ethereal wall. Is that the way you created?
Yeah, basically that door's closed. Hang on a second.
Door closed in front of me.
Yeah.
Don't run on my.
Must be a trap.
So this is quite a long, wide corridor, but it's pretty much empty.
I'm checking for scrape marks on the floor and floor, walls, and ceiling for things like stuff coming down or coming along and crushing us. And suddenly feeling all trapped.
Okay. In this room here, you look around a little bit. You don't find anything like that.
I'm thinking before we go through there, I believe there was a door, another door. Should we have a quick look and see if there's a space between?
Mm-hmm.
Someone want to go do that quickly?
Yeah, I'll do it really quickly. I'll go the other way.
You run over there. Never mind with listening to stuff. Okay. As you come around the corner, just before you round the corner, actually, you do think that you hear some steps in the corridor in front of you. So you just open the door, it went creak, and you walk in, and you just hear some rustling at the far end.
Mm-hmm. Approaching or receding?
It seems to be a bit distant.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to make out. But then Shalendra was behind you with his... who's got the lanterns? Yotal. What light have you got with you guys? Because you're only lantern carriers in another room.
I can always... What I'll do is I'll cross off one of my lanterns, one of my oars as well, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you also have light on. Okay. I should really do token lighting, but it's too fiddly right now. So, as Shalendra comes up behind you, the light is cast into the corridor, and you think, oh, somebody's seeing us. But just before that happens, you hear another slightly removed creaking door, and the steps fall silent.
Okay.
Sound effects. So do you want to follow them?
All right.
Or not?
Okay, I want to make my hand axe and oaken staff ready. I'll pull them out and very quietly walk past this hallway. And then in front of this door, I stop and listen if I can hear anything past this door.
You hear definitely again something moving. There's something going on, not directly behind the door, slightly further along.
All right. Do I sense magic at the door?
They're not at the door, but there's a general pervasiveness of sense of magic coming from close by, like a powerful magical beast, maybe.
Powerful, even.
Well, if you can't see it, but you can feel it already, it must be pretty powerful.
Then I stretch my hand to the doorknob and see if that magic increases when I touch the doorknob.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, then I open the door.
You see a corridor. Now, Shalendra is standing on the corner there and sees you just walking off. What does Shalendra say to that?
Maradi, wait! Shh, wait, stop!
Hmm. And I turn around and I beckon Shalendra to come with me.
Wait! I hold 4 fingers up and raise down 2, and then point it out, and then put 4 fingers up and smile.
And
What?
and
As
I
in,
look at Shalendra's fingers.
I put 2 fingers down, then point at us, and then put the other 2 fingers up. So I've got 4 fingers up and smile. In other words, we're missing 2 people.
And I look at Shalendra's fingers and I'm just shaking my head in confusion.
Tactical sign language.
Point is like point at the floor. Stay. Sit.
all right. I'll stay here. But I'll keep my hand axe and oaken staff at the ready.
As soon as Shalendra leaves with the lantern, it gets very dark.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, I'm starting to get scared.
Eber's heading off. Do you want to come and join us?
No, I think I'll stay here. Yeah.
Is he all right? He's not being weird, is he?
Yes. Yes.
When is he not being weird?
I suppose that does still mean we have to follow him.
Muad'Dib, why are you running off?
I'm sensing magic behind this door. Powerful magic even, and I'm very drawn to that.
Okay, before you do that, maybe we should go. We found that secret door. Maybe there's stuff in there first.
Yeah, but what about the magical being?
We come back from here after we've searched in the secret area. You see, the secret area is probably closed off and hidden with only that one entrance or exit. So we can clear that out and then come back this way.
But the steps were receding. The steps were getting quieter. That magical being is getting away.
Guys, I'm just going to pause you for a second because I don't want to neglect the other two.
Yeah.
So Shalendra came back and said, well, he's being weird. Da, da, da. What are you guys doing?
I think we should see
I
through
think we were just quickly waiting here, and then we just quick pop him out and coming back again.
Yeah. Okay, should we have a look through this door on the end?
That's really what I want
Yeah,
to know.
why not?
Are you going to
I
open
want to know
that?
what's in there.
And on you go. You may open. So, this room, before you step too far though, just look from the door. That's what you said, yeah? This room, you can't quite see it on the map, but basically along the walls, there are lots of skeletons standing there. Every single one has a weapon in its right hand. Some have got swords, some have axes, some have got hammers. And in the middle, you just see it in the glinting light of Ziotal's lantern. In the ceiling, there seems to be a metal, tableau, disc, something like that, let into the ceiling, and there's lots of dwarven runes on that.
Yeah, it looks like a room full of no to me. They could wake up at any moment. I've had bad experiences with skeletons.
You had them previously.
Yeah, they weren't
in the barrel,
last time, were they? Yeah, we've come across these before. Step close to one and just check it over. Just see how intact it is.
It looks quite intact and seems to be standing upright without being attached to anything. Or having any reinforcements around the joints or anything.
Do a sense magic over it.
You do sense some magic. Latent magic, but you can sense some magic.
Yeah, so I think these may animate if we trigger something.
Should we just quietly step out again and shut the door?
But you can see, hopefully. Yeah, you just about can see. There are quite a number of doors around. Yeah, you see other doors, and you see that your light doesn't quite reach the far end of the room. And roughly where I'm pinging now, that's in the ceiling where this bronze metal-y disc is let in, and it's quite large. It's probably a good 3 by 3 meters.
I don't want to step towards the middle. I want to step over towards the side a bit more over there.
Okay.
Just to see if I can see the far wall.
Yeah, you can walk around. As you say, you're staying out of the middle, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to avoid the middle in case that triggers something. Just kind of go a little bit around.
You're keeping to the edge, you can walk all the way around. That's fine. And I guess you're taking care not to knock over any of the skeletons.
Most definitely, yeah.
Uh-huh. So lots of doors.
Oh, there seems to be a door over here. Maybe this leads through to where the others have gone.
Well, there's total of lots of doors. Can't count that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doors, including the one you came through.
24. I'm going to open this door here, thinking it's through where they are.
All right. So you open the door, and you can see that basically straight after there's a staircase going down.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this isn't the way.
Let me just double check my notes here on something. I think
Mm-hmm. Jumps
what
in
I
the deep.
put down is okay. So we're going to cut back to Moordeep and your argument for a moment. What's going on between Shalendra and Moordeep? Carry on your argument.
Okay. Shalendra, we need to get to this magical being. You know I'm trying to finish my book, right? My bestiary.
Yes, but we need to wait for everyone else. We don't
Yeah.
want to get separated.
Who knows where they are? They just wandered off. This is a huge labyrinth anyway.
No,
And-
they're waiting for us back there. How about we go and get them and then come back this way?
So you did talk with them. Are they coming here?
They
Are
were
we
waiting up
pursuing?
there. I didn't want to leave you in the dark.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine in the dark.
I'm just
I
preparing
mean,
a second.
I can feel if the being comes closer.
Right, here you go. Have you got one of your torches?
I do have a torch. Yes, I can light a torch. But
Light
please,
your
we need to
torch
be
off my
quick about this.
And I'll go. You wait here. I'll go and get them, and we'll come back.
All right. But we need to be quick about this. This is getting away.
I think on the 12th you should actually find a torch somewhere, but okay. Right, I think this is a perfect moment. Sorry, can I just catch up? What are you two actually doing? Because I was doing something else while you were talking. Are you coming
I
back
will
now?
go and get the other two.
Yeah. And Moordeep, are you going along or not?
No, I just lit my torch and I'm staying here because I want to pursue as fast as I can.
Nobody's as stubborn as a dwarf. Right, so you're starting back. Now, what I would recommend, where we shall have a short refill my teapot break. If that's okay with everybody? A few minutes?
Yep. 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes should do it. And for those watching, time to get something as well. As the captain says, separate a group never is a good idea. Don't split the party.
It's fun.
Our players know better than that, right? They know how to split the party. They're good at it. So, short break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So unmute that. And here we go. We are back. So we have
It
a
would help if
separate...
I unmuted.
Say that again?
It would help if I unmuted.
It might help. So what happens is as you open that door, Xiota, and you see that stairway down, around you, 3 of those skeletons come to life.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
So Talia sees it first because you're looking down the stairs, but she sees how these skeletons basically jerk into life.
Completely unsurprised.
Was sort of obvious. I admit it it's an old school adventure. So, Talia, what would you like to do?
I would like to throw a rock at the nearest skeleton.
Right, so you ready your weapon and you sling.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been uncharacteristically good at slinging today.
Sling your rook.
No, back on form.
Back and form. So, Ziotal actually hears a stone hit the wall somewhere or the floor, and that's when you turn around, and that's when you see the skeletons approaching, especially the inconsiderate one, which is right next to you, is basically taking a swing.
Oh, I was hoping you would see me as a death mage or and think I'm one of them.
It looks like it's seeing you as an interloper more than anything else. Now again, because I have made these monsters before the last monster sheet was updated, I just have to actually configure. I'll just do it manually. So it swings a sword at you. Ooh, look at that. 2 successes. I let you dodge if you like. Or possibly parry. But that takes an action away from you later in the round.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't think my staff doesn't have the parry skill, so.
If you parry with a weapon that doesn't have a parry skill, it's -2.
Yeah, so I'm going to dodge, which is a move check.
Do you want to push that?
I think I shouldn't.
No, I think you shouldn't. So, was it a roll? Let me have another look. 1, 2 successes. That's 2 damage to strength.
Let me roll my armor.
You have your armor. And which way were you going to dodge? Into the stairwell or back into the room?
Yeah, my aim is to jump into the stairwell and close the door behind me.
Okay, that sounds like a sensible plan. And I might let you do that later on your turn. But yeah, oh dear, 2 strength damage. That's not
okay. That means I'm broken.
You're broken already.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you had recovered earlier.
No, I didn't. I didn't have any healing.
Yeah, you know what happens when you get broken in a fight, don't you?
Yep.
So it's a stabbing wound, and you're getting a crit, and we just hope that it's not going to be too high a roll.
Yeah, let me just see if I can find a crit. Oh, let me just go down here. Crit table, stab.
Ooh, skewered groin. It's not lethal.
I mean,
at
it
least.
isn't that bad, right? That's not that bad.
Well,
You take more damage every time you move.
yeah, later on. Well, you do move roll, not every time you move. But yeah, do 2d6 for healing time while we're here. 2d6 days.
I am rank 1 lucky, so I can re-roll.
If that's what you want to
and
do.
I take the lower roll.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me re-roll. See if it gets any better.
Impale thigh, that's slightly better, I would say.
That is better.
Yeah, I'll take the impaled thigh.
Okay, so with a short sword, this inconsiderate skeleton has actually stabbed you in the thigh. So 2d6 days healing time, if you want to roll that and put it on. Hopefully you can. It's a good way of tracking it. Just pull the critical injury. 12 days.
12.
Ooh. So you're going to be slowed down considerably by it. But it means you're
It
down.
just means I can't run, can I? Yeah.
You can run. Just take instead of it being a fast action to run, is now a slow action to run.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're also basically broken. That means Talia is standing there, and there are 3 skeletons looking at her now and saying, "Oh, look, there's another live one over there. She's a live one." So one of them starts moving around. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. It can still attack you. Talia, you were slinging earlier. You didn't use your fast action. Oh, yeah, you were ready to sling. Sorry. So it's going to have a go at you. The cranky. And I didn't configure the attack, so I'll just manually roll this. Let's make them like so. And we have no successes on it. And then we have the manic skeleton, which rushes towards you with a hand axe raised high above its head, and it would be screaming if it could, but skeletons, yeah. They lost their voice. So, same again. So, both of them miss. You're next to an open door. If you're lucky, you do a quick move, you might be able to get out of here. That takes us back to Xiotl, who's rolling around on the floor, groaning. You can crawl through the door if you like and see where they can push the door behind you. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, that's what I'll try and do. Crawl through the doorway and try and close it behind me.
Okay, let's just do that. Whoomp, you're out of sight. So, Shalendra, you probably hear, from wherever you are, can't see you right now, or there. You probably hear this clanging, and you might want to run.
I want to run. How fast can I move?
It's roughly 10 meters for a fast action. And if you do 2 of them, then it's 20. Okay, so you can join. So if you have 20 meters, let's see, that's 6 to there, 6 to there. You can get basically into the middle of that big corridor in the north.
Okay. Oops, okay.
There you go. So that's where you are now.
Okay, and I can see...
You can see, what can you see? You can see Talia. And you
yes.
can see a bone man in front of her with a hand axe trying to break her lyre because she was singing too much.
Thing is, I've been, because of my agility wounds, I've been having my sword and shield out rather than my bow. Now, I know I don't have to ready my bow, but I have to ready my sword and shield. So,
yeah.
While technically I could cheat and fire my bow, I'm not.
So the short of that answer was you're basically standing there and getting ready to fight next round. Yeah?
I'm basically going to move up into combat next.
Okay, I got that right then. Okay, so that should take us back to Talia now.
I am going to run away through this door while screaming for Shalendra, who has conveniently disappeared.
Now, the official rule is, of course, that when you move out of combat like that, the 2 people get a free attack on you. But I think you can give me a, what is it called? Agility roll. Sorry, move roll?
It's a move check. It's a move check to disengage, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you fail the move roll, they get free attacks on you.
No, actually, they get free attacks anyway, I think, from the rules. But if you fail the move roll, you don't actually manage to disengage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to push that.
Yeah, I thought you might. Oh, dear.
No.
Well,
Pushed it.
at least I got some willpower.
Yeah, you got 1 willpower, and they get a free attack.
And I lose a point of agility.
So the first free attack, and that can't be parried. That's... Ooh.
Oh, you're going to join me on the floor.
Have you got armor on, Talia?
I have.
Can you do some quick armor rolling?
You don't have to worry. I won't run up and close the door and pretend it never happened.
So that armor doesn't help you. Right, let me just find something out here.
So that was 3 points of strength.
That would break you, yes. 3 points
Yep.
of strength. Oh dear, just a couple of skeletons, come on.
I
You
knew
know
in trouble.
skeletons well.
Good luck with your crit roll.
Yeah, and I said it was a hand axe, so that's slashing.
Right, where's the...
I don't want to have a TPK today, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
no severed limbs, please.
Did you say slashing?
Slashing. Slashing is quite good for severed limb, slit throat.
Okay, I'm going to use my lucky talent and re-roll that.
Yeah, good idea.
What?
Do I get a darkness point for that? Punctured
Oh, God,
lung,
it's not
just as
that
bad.
Not as bad. No, not as bad.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's actually worse.
For Singer, yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably is.
Both of them are lethal. Slit throat is basically lethal very, very quickly.
Yeah.
This gives you slightly more time.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Especially if you need someone to heal you and you're the healer.
Yes.
Yeah, it gives you
Oh
slightly more
my
time.
god.
Come on, it's
Take
just
the
a couple
punctured
of
lung.
skeletons. Right. The thing is, if you had managed to clear the room, the skeletons would have gone back to inane. But you're
I'll
broken,
take the...
and because you're broken and you're on the floor, they disengage. Bottom. So, Talia, you see, sorry, Shalendra, you see your friend Talia go down.
I see my
She's
life
been-
flash before my eyes.
Yeah.
I need to pick up the lucky talent. It's been used twice in this one combat.
It's only 3 skellies.
Okay, I'm going to run up, grab Talia, and drag her out of the room, and hopefully slam the door.
Without entering the room, you can do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'll just move you over there.
How is healing done?
No, you're not
Healing
dead yet. Hang on. A healing check is done. Typically, I have to remind myself. There's 2 healing
It's
checks
an
you have to
empty
do.
roll.
One is to get to stabilize, basically to stop the clock ticking on the punctured lung. The other one is to try and make them get back up. So yeah, you can choose which order you put them in, but you have to tell us which order they are in.
Yeah, I want to stop the clock first.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't have anything to help you, do you? You just got a bit of basic skill, is that right?
No. Look at my things.
Healing. You don't have any skills in this.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
2 dice. Or you can shout help and hope that the dwarf comes.
Help! Help! I'm doing my first aider thing. Help! Help! I hope a random passerby runs over.
You've done your elven first aid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. You ready? It's just a straight healing check. Come on, dice. You know you love me. Oh, God.
Oh dear.
No.
Well,
Do you
they
want to
don't
break
have
your,
me.
Do you want to break yourself?
I'm gonna basically. I'm realizing that I'm, not doing this. I'm gonna start dragging Talia, if she, basically towards.
You can still try another healing, not to stabilize her from the critical, but to try and give her a little bit of life left.
Okay, here we go.
Life back. There you go. So you actually managed to restore 1 life point, one strength point into you. However, that does not cure your critical. So how many days did you roll? Have you rolled yet, Sue? How many days
not
you've
yet.
got left?
It's
1d6.
1d6.
I think
3.
it's days. I think it's days.
3 days to live.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're not very, very well. However, you can act again, and that is worth something, isn't it?
Yep.
So So let me remove that status from you.
I'm now picturing you singing yourself well with a whistling sound of coming out of your punctured lung. Better than trying to sing with a slashed throat.
Now, do you guys know what has happened to your friend?
No, basically, as soon as Talia looked like she was on the verge of dying.
She was.
Yeah, so now you can speak. Where is he?
He went through the door
Right. Okay.
on the other side of the skeletons.
Right. I tell her where Moadib is. Go to Moadib quickly. I'll be back.
I'm not going anywhere quickly.
Okay. Get there as soon as you can. Yeah, and I'm. Yeah. All right. Or you could wait here, but it's up to you. I'm going to go and see if I can find him.
Right. What I'm just going to do, while my cat is trying to chew my earphones, is I'm going to move. Where are you? Ziatal, I'm just going to move you to the other map. So if you want to crawl down the corridor, you can, but it is purely crawling. Yeah, you're not really fit to act. So let me find you. There you are. Pull to scene. So, yeah, you can explore a little bit if you like. Just tell me if you want to. So that brings me back to Muad'Dib. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Okay, seeing as Shalendra hasn't been back for a long time, and she also quickly ran away,
Oh, yes.
I'm also a bit worried, and slowly making my way here, and shouting, Shalendra, are you back?
Did you close the door behind you before you start shouting?
No.
Okay.
And I keep going into this room, and Shalendra, you
Yeah.
all right?
You, Shalendra,
no.
you hear her.
Talia's down. Jotl is missing.
What happened?
Yeah, saved Talia's life.
Talia? And I as soon as I see her bleeding out there, I run over and I cast mend wounds.
Mm-hmm. Does that help with crits?
Yes, it does.
Oh, good thing that you've
I
got that.
can instantly heal critical injury, but it costs 2 willpower. So it's a level 2 spell, and technically it would need something. Mend wounds, white moss, but I don't have white moss. Or
Now, white moss, you remember the ingredients are optional. Yeah, they just give you basically a bonus die.
oh, okay.
Or bonus effect.
So I would like to use my cloak's ability to
Give you 1 willpower.
yeah. So I'll cast it on level 2, but only use 1 willpower, and I need to roll how many mishap dice?
2 willpower, 2
mishap
dice. That's basically however many
Okay.
willpower you spend.
I'll do them separately, so we can see. Yep, that's a
Ooh.
mishap. Okay, 1 mishap. Oh, 1 magic mishap.
That's anything that could go wrong. You fail to control the magic. The force of the magic breaks bones in your body. Immediately roll for critical injury, blunt force.
All right. Okay, great. Critical injury.
Boys, we might have to...
Blunt.
Yeah.
I think it's a blunt.
A knocked out teeth.
Perfect. You can.
You're not going to grind him back.
You can
I
keep
love
it.
You can add them to your.
Okay, so I cast mend wounds. The slashed throat. No. The punctured lung grows back together. But
Yes.
the force of it knocks me back and knocks out 1 teeth. And I scramble and and hold my mouth, and then I pick up that dwarven teeth and add it to my collection.
You've got a bit of blood running down your face.
Yeah.
Don't know.
That
Was
went
it
well,
the
actually.
spell that knocked out your teeth, or did it knock you over and you fell down and knocked out your teeth?
I think it's the spell, the magic, the raw magic knocked me back.
Yeah, you see, you needed an ingredient, and it was your tooth.
Yep.
on the blood sacrifice. So,
Okay.
well done. That means the critical injury is healed. That's at least something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it isn't really not going well today, is it?
So Leah, what happened when you went in the room?
Well, I stayed in the doorway because I didn't trust the skeletons. And Jyothel was having a look around, keeping to the edge because there's some weird stuff in the middle that looks dangerous. But just as he got round to that other door, suddenly some of the skeletons woke up.
Right. Okay. And then what happened? Where is he?
I think I saw him go through the door.
Right. Okay. What was his condition?
Didn't look good.
Right.
I
Okay.
need to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Try not. Don't enter the room unless things go really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feel free to lob stuff at a distance. Right. There we go. I'm gonna get my weapons ready.
Mm-hmm. And Talia, can I help you with anything? Are you feeling all right now?
Much better.
You shouldn't be saying, "I'm really feeling all right now."
Are you feeling all right now?
You get better.
I can sing again. My lungs are working. That's good.
Okay. Okay.
It's all good, yeah. No problem. Now, it's going to be a new and fresh initiative because you're re-entering a field of battle, and basically the skeletons are only coming back to life as soon as you enter the room.
Can I come with Shalendra?
Or maybe, actually, no, they're standing still. Shalendra looks through the door, they're standing still, those things. You haven't entered the room yet, have you?
No.
No.
I can see a blood trail leading into the door. I don't know
You
the
can.
Right. Can I? Is one of the skeletons within attack reach?
Yeah, if you reach in a little bit, yeah, probably. What sort of weapon are you using for this? A sword?
Yes, a sword.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The first one here is within a touch reach, the manic one.
Okay, so combat.
And can I trail Shalendra?
Of course you can, but she's not stepping through the door. If I got that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically, my idea is I'm going to hit it. I can do 2 attacks in a round. I'm going to see if I can destroy it with the first blow, and if not, I'll hit it with the second blow. If they bounce it off, I'm going to have to reassess.
I can
Okay.
also do 2 attacks in a round, and I'll basically be on Shalendra's heels with my hand axe
Okay.
and staff ready.
So when she goes through the door, you can trail her, but you can't attack past her.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so sword attack.
Sword attack. Oh, as always, as
God.
usual. You are always hurting people a lot. So, that was 3 damage?
Yes.
3 Schaden, as we say in German. 3 damage. Dudum, dudum, dudum. The thing crumbles. You hit it, and it just crumbles straight in front of you. Boof.
Okay.
I'm going to take it off the board.
At that point, can I take a step and attack the other one?
You can take 1 step. I let you take 1 step through the door. I'm
Okay.
being generous. On you go.
Oh my god.
our Uber warrior.
Thing is, you guys can't do combat, so I focused on combat.
Mm.
Yeah, specialization. So that
Just
is enough to
hacking
knock out
left and
another
right.
one. All right, so we are now actually really in normal initiative. So I only have 1 skeleton left. You meanies, you. Shalendra has done. This skeleton here doesn't budge, doesn't move. More deep. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm. How far would you allow me to walk?
You can do a fast action easily to get to it, and then you still have your attack.
Okay, I will do that. I will walk to it. And seeing as it's only my fast action, I can only attack with my hand axe and not with my staff.
Yeah. Not a double attack.
Yeah, and I will attack.
Hey, the second time you hit something.
Yes.
So you hit it with a hand axe, you shatter some of the bones, but it doesn't fall over, it doesn't collapse. And now it's starting to move. Talia. Have you got plans and designs on something to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. really wishing I'd learned that war cry talent.
Next rest you get now.
Can you sing to yourself?
I can sing myself a song.
Mm-hmm. An invigorating song about strength.
People sing when they're afraid in the dark, right?
One step closer to the edge.
I'm about to break.
No, I was going with Eye of the Tiger.
All right. So
I'll spend a willpower to give myself a strength back.
okay. Being a minstrel has its advantages.
Yep.
If you have the will, you have the power. Okay, that's your action, right? Shalendra. By the way, Xiotar, if you want to do anything else, other than crawling and mumbling, let me know.
Right, I'm stepping up to said we're Skelety Beastie. I'll go in my EU first.
Sorry, I was just looking something up. I think I might have sent you the wrong way. Have I? Sorry, I just need to look something up. I'll be right with you. Normal service will be resumed. Because I might have set you to the wrong level. Yes, I have. So I need to move you here. You didn't crawl anywhere, right? Xiotal?
No, I was just going to crawl through the door and then prop my body against the back of the door in case the skeletons try to bash it open.
So
I was going to.
I had put you on the wrong map. That's all.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I haven't gone down any stairs.
No, that's fair enough. You can just see whatever's stretching in front of you. That's fine. So, Shalendra, sorry, what were you doing? You were stepping up.
And
what I was going to say, just a quick one.
Yeah?
I've got this Wursal poultice, healing poultice.
Ah, yes, the Wursal one.
Now, yeah, I was going to put some of that over the wound to see if that helped. It's more about infection, I think, but it could help.
It might very well help because I didn't actually explain exactly what it does, but it was explained to you as a healing potion. Healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, medication.
Healing.
So that was a lot of dice I just saw flash across the screen again.
I got 2 successes for 3 damage on my first attack.
Not bad. So again, describe what you do to the inconsiderate skeleton.
Okay. With a overhand blow, I take it out from right shoulder to left side of its hip. Ribs fly off in a shower, clattering on the floor.
It shatters.
Yeah,
well done. Well done. That's what they call a rebound, isn't it?
Let's quickly try that door. I'm assuming the door won't open.
The door sort of opens, but there seems to be a resistance against it.
Joel, where are you? Trying to force it open.
Can you open the door where I'm standing behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way of the door if I can hear Shalendra on the other side.
You can.
It's okay, I'm just here.
Oh, thank the gods. I was confused about what game system we were in then. It was thank the ancestors, the icons, the prophets.
Yeah, it can be confusing when one plays a lot. Yeah, okay, so Xiotar is crawling around on the floor. What was your critical again? I forgot already. There were so many since then.
A punctured thigh.
Oh, yes, impaled thigh. So that's a bit of bandaging. Do you want to
let's get you back.
Regroup, or do you want to go basically in the corridor where Xiotar is anyway?
Shall we get back to that corridor where the other 2 are? Where, because we don't want skeletons spawning in behind us. I'm thinking.
Ooh, careful where you step, Shalendra.
So I actually didn't mean to step there. I let go and it shifted across. There you go.
Am I still broken though? So I can only crawl.
You are broken, but the dwarf Muad'Dib can help you. He can basically give you a shoulder.
You rest your elbow on my head.
Okay, thank you.
You drag yourself along. And you do actually feel like this poultice is helping a little bit. I'll give you 1 strength point back from it.
Mm-hmm. Can I
That
also?
takes me out of broken state, doesn't it?
Yeah, gets you out of the broken status.
Morty, what's
And-
wrong? You're speaking funny. You've got blood around your mouth.
Yeah, you might know it. One of my spells misfired.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful about that.
You as a mage might know that.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know if
Can I actually
if you
help-
can restore your teeth.
All your teeth.
Hmm.
Because
I mean, I'll find a use for them. Don't get me wrong.
There were some teeth in the other room. Could you transplant them into your mouth?
Oh, I'd rather not.
He's training to be dentist.
They were dwarven, weren't they?
Yeah, but how old are they? And can I actually help Zjotl with a healing roll, or do I have
can
to
try.
cast it?
You
Cast
can try.
another
You can
spell.
help him with his critical. You can basically try to. It's not lethal, is it? But you can try to half the healing time, if I
Yeah.
remember the rules correctly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I will do that.
There you
All right.
go. And for the
Well-
extra success, I let you gain another strength.
Oh, I feel better, thank you.
Gosh, you just about picked yourself up again.
I mean, I could heal all of us if you want.
Can you?
Yeah, one of the things is with healing. I don't think it actually says in the game, but once a quarter day probably is the absolute maximum.
For
somebody-
spells,
Yeah, spells are different. Spells are fine.
because I have so many spells, I can heal anyone.
Yeah, you know what happened last time, right?
I mean, I can miss. I can.
How many
lose
teeth
a
have you
team.
got?
And also, I have tubs of healing herbs and balms from like the second session.
Yeah, when you were down in the barrow.
Yes. Can I use that now on Zjotl?
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll me 5d6 and then we see what happens.
5d6.
Try not to roll any ones.
That was 2
Two
ones.
ones. Okay. Right. You do get your another strength back. Zjotl.
Oh, I feel cleansed of my wounds.
You do, however, wherever he put this balm on your leg, he was rubbing it in quite a bit. It starts to itch like hell. So you actually lose an agility
Oh my god.
while
That's
this
horrible.
is itching. So you get that back after quarter day. So
Okay.
we are now at you probably rest in the afternoon. So in a few hours that will go away. But for right now, we are so distracting. This itch that you just think, it's winding you up. It making you feel quite anxious.
Yeah, don't rub it anymore. It's fine now. I can hobble along.
Because
Alright,
you have to
alright.
remember that this healing balm was several hundred years old.
It was, yeah.
Bad man.
Yeah,
At least I didn't infect.
it wasn't a
the
bar.
wound.
It was like crisps.
Did you check? Did you check the expiry date?
I did not.
Okay. So, right, we have a choice. Heading, assuming I'm going to say south, but basically down this corridor, there's something magic. Yeah, I think it may be worth actually heading down here before we head back into that room with the skeletons and the other doors. What do you
There was
think?
something in the middle of that room, up in the ceiling, with dwarven words on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's magical?
There's magical emanating off the skeletons. Obviously, something keeping them in stasis.
Moadi, why didn't you have a, without going in the room in case that respawns skeletons, why didn't you have a look up and, look at that weird disc thing? I was too busy worrying about Zhotl and skeletons to notice it myself.
I can take a look, yeah. Without going in, you said?
Yes.
And where's that disc?
It's basically.
ceiling.
Let me draw it for you.
Isn't
You
it
said
3
that
by
we-
I'll just
the
draw it for
ceiling.
you. It's basically sitting about there.
Oh, okay.
It's like a plate of metal which is mounted to the ceiling, and it's got lots of dwarven script on it.
It's mounted to the ceiling.
Mm.
So is it kind of suspended in the air, or?
Yeah, either that or it's built into the stone ceiling.
But nothing on the floor, right?
No, just
No,
normal.
but
normal
no
stone.
one's walked underneath it.
No one's walked underneath it. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and I feel magic emanating from it, right?
From where? Sorry.
From the disc.
Not directly. There is some magic in this room, but you think that might be what Theodore was referring to. This latent magic of the skeletons. But there's not a strong emanation from the middle there. No.
And what am I seeing on the metal disc?
As I said, just some dwarven script.
Oh, I
It looks
know.
quite
I
dramatic,
can't.
but you can't read it. Yeah.
Yeah,
because you just
I'll
didn't go
tell
to
the
dwarf
others.
school.
I can't read that. Sorry. I was brought up by by an elven lady. I cannot read that. But it doesn't seem to be magical. Maybe it's just some scripture again, maybe depicting or telling some story about a battle scene as the reliefs in the other rooms.
There are no reliefs in this room, I think.
Yeah, but maybe it's just in the other rooms. They're just depicting battle scenes, right?
Battle scenes, everyday scenes. Some of them had farming scenes in the dining room, if you remember. Some forest nature scenes. So, you said you're going to do it. What are you going to do? You're going to open the door again, or are you going to run across the room and say, la 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 la, nothing can happen to you?
I was going to cast Dispel Magic, but now seeing as I don't feel imminent magic emanating, oh my god, I don't need to cast that. I think
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's safe.
Now, the skeletons, there are 9 further skeletons in this room. They just stand still, and you get the feeling they're all staring at you.
Okay. Where is the first one standing?
Basically, roughly on each wall, there are 3 skeletons.
Can you
So where I can
point
put
me
them
to
on.
one?
I can put them on, but it's going to take a moment.
No, just point me to one because I would like to walk up to it.
So let me just copy and paste a few. And they are roughly where I put them. Roughly, they're not quite to scale, but no, I pushed them into the wall. The please skeleton. How can you tell? So that's 3 of them. Let's grab them all. Another group of 3.
Gotta catch.
2, 3, and another group of 3, and then we've got them all roughly where they're standing.
All right, and I'll yell to the others, get ready to shut this door in an emergency. All right, and I'll walk up to this one. Have you done? Oh, you've done them already, right?
Yeah.
And I'll walk up to this one, and I'll get my hand axe and oaken staff ready, and I'll whack him over the head.
All right.
With both?
He's not moving, so I'm going to give you. What should I give you? +2 on the attack.
+2 on one of the attacks, or?
Let's see what the first attack happens, and then we can take it from there.
I'll give the first attack +1, maybe.
Yeah, no, +2 is fine.
Okay, I didn't
You
do it.
miss.
I missed.
There's a skeleton standing still in front of you.
How do you miss that? Okay, what about the staff?
You slipped on your own perspiration.
Probably.
Oh my
You
god.
lost your nerve.
It's because you're dribbling.
Okay,
you're
let me-
dribbling out of your broken teeth, and you slipped on it.
There's probably a lot of blood around, given the number of criticals we've just had.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
puddles of blood.
All right, let me see for my staff.
+2 again. Come on, I'm being generous here. Okay. You
Oh
know what?
my
I'm just. You are
God.
actually beating that one down, and it's just gone down. Boof.
Okay, it just fell.
Eventually, yes. You hacked away. a
Okay,
little bit.
and I'll watch the others. Any reaction?
None.
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 All right, rinse and repeat. I'll move up to the next one.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And the second attack? Okay, that one goes down in 1.
Okay.
He's no longer
good.
pleased.
All right. All right.
5 damage. Right, so basically, if you want to
Mhm.
carry your way on around the room, just tell me.
Yes, I will. I will
Right.
swing around happily
You
and
feel
very
like
violently.
a huge hero, but basically, because they are not moving, you can smash them to bits. The only
Alright, I
problem
will
would
do
have
that.
been if you hadn't finished one off in 1 round, they might have started moving. But you did. So I'm happy to hand wave this one. You basically reduce all these skeletons to piles of bones.
Great. That was the plan. Great. Whew.
So what's next?
Okay, I'll call the others in. Come in, come in. The danger has dissipated. No danger anymore. You can come in.
I will reluctantly stay behind Shalendra when she goes in.
When you say smashed to bits, are they how smashed is smashed? They're just bones everywhere.
Basically, he reduced them to piles of bones, but there are some entire bones if you want to collect some. And some entire skulls.
I could do with a couple of skulls would be good.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. Yeah, Captain says on the chat here, little dwarf has not reached the head. But yeah, you don't need to reach the head, right? You can
You
just
can only kneecap them.
you work from the knees and then they come down, then you can reach the head. So that's why the skulls are still intact, because he didn't actually manage to smash them.
I'm not tall enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a couple. I can't carry too much.
I assume, tell me if that's not right, that you're still trying to keep to the edge
Mm-hmm.
of the
Yes.
room.
Yeah, well, we can now check. Well, now we're closer. Is there anything more we can see looking up?
Right, now this is going to be quite hard, but how do I do this? Let me do an old percentage roll, rather than asking you to roll a skill you don't have. That would be typically about that, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good roll I had here. You think that they are, looking at the walls between the doors, there seem to be, is it the walls? Let me just double check. There seem to be some holes. And also, you reckon that roughly underneath that bronze plate in the ceiling, there is a there's groove running through some of the stones as well. Like this might be a trapdoor.
Hmm.
Ah.
Either that, or maybe
Okay.
this whole plate stomps down or falls down and has damaged the stone. So it could also happen. It seems to be some sort of trap, anyway.
Can I put weight on it with my oaken staff?
So you're basically standing from underneath the plate, or you're standing away?
I
from
mean,
the
I'm
plate?
standing at the edge of it, yeah.
Or you're
and
just
poking
pushing.
it.
You're pushing.
Yeah.
You're pushing. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Hmm. But what? So a trapdoor in the ceiling, so a level above, you could fall
No.
down from there into this room.
No, there's the metal plate in the ceiling. And
Yeah.
underneath the metal plate, roughly where the metal plate is above on the floor, on your floor, there's some sort of groove, you reckon. So this could be a combination of a trapdoor and something stomping down or something like that. You're not quite sure. But there seems to be a pit underneath this room.
Okay, why don't we get a bit of furniture? If we go into the room, the last room we was in, and get a table or cabinet and drag it into here and push it forward.
You can't just
Throw a
leave
chair on
for-
it.
Yeah, something like that. Something heavy enough.
I mean, we need to spring the trap. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Is it? You could just
Yeah.
pile people on there. Or bones and furniture and stuff. So you spend some time basically doing this, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. How much furniture roughly are we talking? What sort of amount of furniture are you looking at?
Well, I suppose I'm thinking of the weight of a person to trigger it. So if there's a cabinet in there or a couple of chairs, should
There
be
is the old
sufficient.
tin bathtub. That could work, especially if you put water in it.
Yeah, it's going to make it heavy to move, isn't it? With
Yeah,
water
but
in
you
it.
could move it empty and then put water in it.
Yeah, or fill it with bones from skeletons.
Yeah, that works as well. It's very nice and tidy as well, if you do that. Okay, make a long story short, you succeed. Eventually you get the bathtub across there, you fill it with bones, you fill it with a bit of extra furniture, and at some point, just as you expected, the floor drops down, the whole thing goes whoomp, and there's a pit underneath it. And the pit is a good, about 2 to 3 dwarfs high, or deep. And a few seconds later, after this open, you're just looking down there and saying, "Oh dear, just as well we didn't step on that." There are some bars, iron bars that shoot out within the pit, though, and basically close it off. And a little later, there's water that starts running in and filling the pit at the bottom.
I'm very glad
it
we
closes.
sprung that trap.
Drowns you well.
Yeah, it goes up and up and up and up, reaches basically the level of the bars, stays there for a while, and then the water starts running down. And as the water runs down, the floor, the bars retract, and the floor starts to come up again.
Lovely. Is there anything inside looking down?
Anything
previous
inside?
victim.
No, there's no previous occupants.
Okay, shall we have a quick look at these other doors? We've got, we know this door, from what Zartel told us, leads downstairs, but we've got these other doors. I'm thinking if we go anti-clockwise, we'll end up back at that. And also,
let's do that.
go down here and have a look.
Well, basically, if you want to anti-clockwise, where do you want to start?
Here.
There. All right. So that is that one. Right. Remember, I didn't write this myself. I just copied it myself. So you basically see a corridor going down there. It goes around the bend at the end, and then it goes. Even though I didn't put a label on it, goes down.
As in, so it also leads down.
It seems.
But I'm just going to go leave the view if that's okay.
Yeah, I
There we
didn't
go.
write it on, but that goes down.
Okay, next one.
That one, again, it goes gently down. Actually, I mixed my corridors up. The other one didn't go down. It just had a wall at the end.
Okay. Try this one.
That's
Tiny corridor. Oh,
all
I
right.
did-
So what will happen is, let's see. As soon as you step into there, a crossbow bolt shoots at you and causes you crossbow. What's the crossbow damage? 1 or 2? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't have a crossbow. Do I get my armor?
Yeah, you get your crossbow, your armor. 2 damage. That's 3 damage. Do your armor.
Okay, do I get my free parry? I'm assuming
No.
I do.
You can't parry ranged attack unless you have a shield. a shield equipped and ready, not just carrying it somewhere.
So let's have a look. Can't remember how to do armor. Here we go. Ah,
Ooh, do you want to push that?
no, I don't. So how much damage do I take?
You take 3 damage and your armor takes 3 damage.
Ooh, what?
3 skulls.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the armor damage, not damage to me, isn't it?
Both. That's
Well, I mean, so if I push, it's automatically 3 damage, isn't it?
you get 3 damage because it didn't hold it up, but also the armor takes 3 damage. 1 damage for if damage gets through, every skull turns into 1 damage to the armor as well.
Yeah. Bloody crumble.
So this
crumble,
crossbow bolt really got you, good and true. But luckily,
Yeah.
you're not killed over yet.
Right, 1 man, please.
Ah, you see, getting a bit too careless with those doors.
You enjoyed that.
It says so in this scenario. Come on.
Medicus! Medicus! By the way, I can see something just there. Am I meant to see it?
Where? Sorry. Put your mouse
Yeah.
pointer on. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just some decoration, actually. Yeah, sorry, it's just the edge of the number for the room.
Ah.
That's all. There's nothing there.
Oh, help! Medic!
Yeah, I will walk up to Shalendra and try not to step on any plates. So,
She's just joining everybody else and bleeding a bit.
okay.
Yeah,
And
she
I
won't die from it.
By the way, if you need it.
and I touch her shoulder and cast healing hands.
Healing hands.
For-
Okay.
1 willpower with 1 willpower. So on level 1.
Yeah.
So how much do I get back?
Healing hands.
1.
Oh, right. Would you like to use some of my willpower? Because I'm down 3 now.
Yeah. Are
It
you
costs
happy
them
to give me?
to-
Are you happy to give me your willpower? How many are you happy to give me?
You
I
have to
can give you 3 willpower.
use transfer first, right? Which is another spell.
Okay, so I'll basically only lose 1 willpower because I'm casting transfer. Or are you casting transfer?
Oh, I can't do magic. I remembered you used willpower less. You were able to take some of my willpower last
Yeah,
time.
it is a spell, though.
yeah.
The transfer is a spell.
Yeah, it is, and it uses 1 willpower. So and it needs blood. So I'll take my axe and slice my finger, and use 1 willpower to gain 3. And with those 3, I cast. That will be a definite mishap.
Well, the thing is, if it's a big mishap to do 3, what about 2? But you can still have the 3 willpower. So that means you won't have lost any.
Sounds sensible.
Yeah.
I think. If I
Okay,
follow
so
them.
If you're level 2, then that
Yeah.
means you'll be on. You won't have used any of your own willpower.
okay, yes, I'll do that, but I still have to roll 2d6, right?
For
Yeah.
mishap.
But it's not a definite.
Okay,
mishap.
let's see. Ooh,
a
you get 1
6.
strength more.
Yes.
All right, another one. Oh, perfect.
So you
Love to
increase
see
the
it.
power level, you get 1 extra strength.
Yeah, so you get 3 strength back, and I'm no
Yeah.
mishap.
For
Right.
once.
Let's continue searching these rooms. I'm going to have my shield up and ready this time.
Yeah, and don't remember not to do that too often. So you want to go to that one. Hang on a second before you open that one. Right, yeah, you can open that one.
Oh, I see something.
Yeah, let me just make sure this. Oops, the door's locked. So there's a short entranceway, you see, and on the far end there seems to be massive door made from stone, and it's got a bronze ring or handle let into it, like affixed to it, and there are some hinges on it as well.
Okay, let's have a look. Step in.
You step in. You're still alive. You're still alive.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that door.
Dead.
Boof did. No. Yeah, so you basically have, as I said, a big pull ring in the middle of this huge stone door.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So look from up here.
Sorry, from up there?
Let me move out of the
Where you're
way.
standing? Oh, okay.
Oh, just so I could look closer at that
Yeah.
picture. So it's a big stone door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does it have a look, see if there's a keyhole? You know,
No
does-
keyhole. It has got as I said, a big bronze sort of ring let into it.
Okay. So, you know, like I know exactly what I'm trying to say. I was going to say like my garden gate, which you've never seen.
Exactly like the garden gate that I've never seen. Made from stone with a big big bronze ring in it.
Okay, let's. Shall we see if we can have a go with it? This is probably going to hurt. Yeah, pull the ring.
Did I hear that right?
Down.
You did say pull the ring, yeah? Did I get that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You pull the ring, and the handle moves a few millimeters, and then you just hear a click.
Good.
I've just locked it.
You heard a click.
Okay. Muad'Dib, step out of the room. I just heard a click.
I think I've heard that too.
Yeah,
Muad'Dib,
step out of the room.
You,
I'm
with
holding
your
Go in the
eagle
moment.
ears, with your lynx ears, Muad'Dib, you actually hear a little, like a rushing of water or something. As
Oh,
well.
I
Are
hope
you-
that's not the toilet in the other room.
Shalendra. Oh, dear.
Okay. Once Muad'Dib's out of the room, I'm letting go of the ring and sprinting for the door, fearing the worst.
Just as you're doing that, you hear a crunching sound of stone. And out of the wall, the northern wall, let me just
Yeah.
draw this on. A block of stone pushes itself about here, sealing the other door behind it.
Hey. So we're not going through there, guys. But
Okay.
Good old
Bum.
adventures, eh?
yes. Oh, that was lucky.
Yeah,
Right.
this time it didn't kill you.
No.
What doesn't
I'm
kill you
glad I
makes you smarter?
Hmm?
What doesn't kill you makes you smarter? Is that the idea?
Yeah. Thing is, I thought
I don't know.
push it, and I thought pull it was the most logical. I bet it's
that's-
one of those ones that you need to push it, turn it right, and if you do it, and if you do anything else, it doesn't work, and you've got no way of finding out this random pattern.
I won't spoil this for you.
Adventures from the 80s and 90s.
Exactly. There was no clue, really.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, like one of your dungeons.
Josh.
So this one here, oh gosh, that must be, that's A, that's B, that's C. That must be C. Let me have a look at
Oh,
my
there's something
notes
at the
here.
bottom there.
Yeah, it goes down there. So this one, I really messed this up, didn't I?
That one said Devon, so
So that's C. That's D then. No, that's D. I don't know. You've got a short thing, a short corridor that then starts dropping down another level.
yeah. Okay. And
And finally, again, this one goes level, goes around the bend,
carefully creep.
and
Ooh.
seems to just end in a wall.
Yay. Let's examine the wall for secret stuff.
As you try to touch it, basically you step straight through it.
Oh.
This is an illusion wall.
Oh, I can see.
It
Right,
stairs
oh, and there's
up,
an up.
it stairs up, and yeah.
I go get everyone else.
That's not that one yet. So you go and get
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Do you want to pile in? We have, just looking at the time, guys, we are approaching the end of our usual playtime and of my bedtime.
Mhm.
So let me just tell me whether you want to basically now go up where Shalendra is, or whether you want to explore one of the other corridors, so I can make sure that I line up my
I was
maps.
thinking we should head down here. I'm a terrible completionist, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. I want to complete all of this. Yeah.
You want to
and
complete
stay
one
with
level
me.
before I go to the next. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you might be
Can
in
we-
for a world of hurt.
From here, let's have a quickly look in here. Ready?
Hang on. Okay. Are the others joining you? Before you do anything else, are the others joining you? Or are you just exploring by yourself again?
I'm waiting for them to join me. I'm assuming no one was moving to keep the corridors
So
empty.
this is the path he's taken if you want to go this way. Or you can go the long way around. Moody goes the long way around. Yeah?
Down here.
Yeah, that's
I
the
see.
path he's taken. She's taken. Shalendra's taken. And she's basically shouting, just keep going.
What, through here?
Ready?
All right. So you sneak open the door, or do you just burst through?
I'm going to sneak open the door. Oh, that looks like a pile of gold. That makes me worried.
Right. So stop there for a moment. I just want to see. Yeah, this place is lit, so you can actually see into it. This must have been. By the way, it's been decorated. And this is perfect for our cliffhanger today. Don't walk too far in. You're just looking. This must have been a throne room of some sort. You have on the northern wall there sort of some coat of arms decorated on shields. There are definitely lots of decorations in this place. You've got some very fine masonry on the floor. Here, just through the door and a bit to the side, there seems to be a pedestal of some sort. Yeah, you can't quite make it out without stepping in, but there seems to be a raised bit on the wall. And what else can I tell you? This room is lit by sort of glowing crystals hanging off these pillars here. Yeah, so they seem to be magically powered. You don't know. Maybe they're just glowing crystals. And in the far distance, you see, I think you can just about see a glittering pile of gold or other things.
Ooh.
You know,
It's a long
I
way
remember.
away.
I can't remember what system it was. It was maybe one of the early D&D games where there was a type of mold that made anything covering it look like dusty gold.
Uh-huh.
And when you touched it, a big cloud of poison, which was
Spores.
basically save or die. Yeah, it was D&D because it was a type E poison. Make a poison save or die. And if you pass, take 20 damage. And
So
it was a
you
number
are,
of adventures with that stuff in.
you are pretty sure that, as I said, this is the throne room. Is anybody going to peek their head around the corner at this stage?
Yes.
Yes, he says. All right.
Okay.
So Shalendra just pokes her head around. You can see a little bit more. And you see that this dais, this raised bit here, yeah, there is a throne. And on the throne, you can just about see what it looks like a silver helmet of some sort.
Ooh.
With very nicely decorated. And I think, what did I say at the beginning? Was it a winged helmet?
Yeah.
I think it was a winged helmet. So it's got some decorative wings on it. And it's just lying there. It's just lying there on that throne. You can see that there's various bits smashed in front of it and so on.
Where was that thing you put up? Because unfortunately, I reset my thing, so I lost the notes.
You reset your thing. You're not allowed to reset. I actually have hidden it again. So what you should be able to, I can repost it if I remember where it is. Notes. No, that's the short notes. The quest. That's what it was. So I just re-narrate this, and hopefully this will be okay this time.
Yep.
Pause. I can pause it on the screen for a little bit. You ready to read on?
Yes.
Oh, that might be all of it. Yeah, crown or helmet of star silver, axe that made its wielder a tower in battle, and a hammer. That's what you're looking for.
Hey. Wasn't it cursed?
Somebody said that there was a curse on the or demonic taint on the king when they were trying to bury him. That's why they didn't finish the ritual of burial. That's what Dwarven was telling you.
All right. Okie dokie. Cool. Are we pausing it there?
I think
Mhm,
this is a good
mhm.
moment to pause it. Right, now this was very much more of a traditional dungeon crawl, but you usually enjoy that. I hope that was okay for you guys.
I do enjoy that. Yeah.
It was a bit of a close call, wasn't it? How many people had a crit today? Have suffered a crit? Every single one of you, right? Other than
No, not me.
Shalendra, no, not a crit. You only
Shalendra
had
didn't know, but
your 3 damage.
everyone else did.
All right, so the only thing that remains for us to do then tonight is to see
Experience.
when we do. No, you don't get experience.
Experience.
That's a man after my own heart.
I don't feel like giving you experience now. Let's just do a next time. Now, my next one, Wednesday session, I could do the 19th of May.
2 weeks is good. Or that gives, because you've been busy.
19th of May would be okay for me.
Yep.
Shall we
Yep.
put that in? Is that okay for everybody?
I'm writing it right now.
Okay, excellent. So, you still want experience, you say?
Yep.
FBL. And let's see. FB.
I suspect I need to learn the lucky talent from players.
You learn that by being lucky, but you have to convince me that you were really lucky with something. So, experience. I should really know these questions by heart.
That falling thing that didn't crush her.
So what have we got? We have, did you participate? Of course you did. We didn't travel into new hex, and you didn't discover a new adventure site because you've been here before. Did you defeat one or more monsters? Well, yes, you did. A tapestry, but it was a monster. Did you find 1 gold or more in treasure? You did find 50 silver pieces.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's 2, 3.
Yep.
Because
3.
you participated.
Yeah.
Did you build a function? No. Did you activate your pride? I don't think so.
No.
Suffer from your dark secret?
No.
Nope.
Did you risk your life for another PC? I think some of you did.
Sorry?
Did you
Who?
risk your life for another PC?
Yes.
But who did that?
In a way, who didn't? So we had Talia trying to help. We had Ziota just going down straight away. What do you think? Awarded to each other. Did anybody try to risk their life for you?
I mean,
Into rescue people.
yeah, Shalendra put Talia out. She pulled Talia out.
And then went after Zotto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can award it to each other.
I think it's really just Shalendra, right?
Okay. Did you manage to count along?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shalendra gets 4, everyone else 3.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
Great.
All right.
So, I shall see everyone but my lovely wife in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Actually, I'll see Frank next Tuesday.
Yeah, for Coriolis, some more.
I shall resist saying I'll see you next.
Yeah, and just a quick thing. Of course, if somebody else plays Wailer's Hold, Martin, year round or whatever, I'm sure this will look very, very different because this is one of the things that is mentioned on the map and in the history, but is not described in any of the rulebooks at all. So it's a blank canvas. And let's see. You probably have explored about 1/3 of this place so far.
Only 1/3.
Yeah, I spent at least a weekend preparing this, so you better not just die now.
No.
Okay. Good night to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, good night. Yeah, I mean.
Night, night.
Yep.
Speak to you
See you in
soon.
2 weeks.
Bye.
Goodbye.